Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Talk Radio.
Evening, dear listener. So, 0844 499 1000. Do you want to be the first caller of the night? Rack it up. Isn't it weird how that bit irritates some people? I've had some, well, I hate the first caller of the night bit. Well, there's got to be a first caller of the night, guys. Otherwise, there's no callers of the night. And what do you think we are? The Julia Hartley Brouhaha show?
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
I'm a little bit worse for wear. Got a little bit more gray hair. I'm not gonna be the next big thing, but I'm getting fitted for a new brass ring. I've been dumped, I've been kicked around. Now I'm ready for the big rebound. I know you can't win them all, but I'm swinging like it, getting hits in Moneyball. Get back up. You gotta get back up. You got a whole stadium in their feet. It's not about a victory or a defeat. See, you gotta get back up. You gotta get back up. Not everything is sink or swim. You can't fly if the air's too thin. Best part of the ride is the free fall. Better keep your arms and legs in the vehicle. Standing 8 and I'm on the ropes. Knees giving but I won't lose hope. Not the second coming of Muhammad Ali, but can I get a whoop for the boxing imagery? Get back up. You gotta get back up. You got a whole stadium on their feet. It's not about a victory or defeat. See, you gotta get back up. You gotta get back up. Gotta get back. 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 Get back up. You gotta get back up. You got a whole stadium on their feet. It's not about a victory or a defeat. See, you gotta get back up. You gotta get back up. When everybody's up on their feet, it's not about a victory or a defeat. See, you gotta get back up. You gotta get back up. Gotta get back. 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 Gotta get back.
Oh, I couldn't play the computer off the thing at the same time because I've got to unplug it to do that smooth. That's what I was trying to do.
I like the mushy peas.
Does that come out? No, hang on a minute. God damn it. No, what the hell is going on with this blooming thing? Hang on.
I like the mushy peas.
So you see, it's David Guest, even in death. He's causing us problems. Hey, guess who's coming on the show? Is it this month that Gilbert's coming on? Gilbert O'Sullivan is actually coming on this show. That's awesome. Guess who's coming on tomorrow, though? Fingers crossed. It's only David Icke. David Icke is hopefully coming on the show tomorrow, which would be awesome. It would be awesome. And if he comes on, you will hear it. Hang on, how am I going to start that sentence so it makes sense? You will or you will not. They will both work. It just depends what the ending of the sentence would be as to whether it's appropriate. You will not hear another interview with David Icke like the one you're going to hear tomorrow if he comes on the show. Trust me. Trust me. Well, I'm all out of breath. Hot and flustered. So, there's a today's phone-in is simple. Let me write this down while I remember it. So far, it's, okay. Shops you can't pronounce. That's what we're doing tonight. 0844 499 1000. That's close enough. I think I've pretty much got the handle on pret-a-manger. It's manger. Pret-a-manger. There's Le Pan Quotidien. I don't know how to say that, and I can't. Here's the thing, shopkeepers. Next, M&S, Gap, Boots. I can say all of those shops easily, so those shops will always get my dollar, right? Because I haven't set up any of the stuff I need to set up. There's me about to go. Don't tell me I've not got my hard drive again. Oh, blimey! Oh, Struth, mate! Bloody hell! I've got the lead for the hard drive. Anybody got a spare hard drive with all of the music for the show on them? Anyone, guys? Or is it just me? Why did I take that out? And where? It might be in the car. It might be at home. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. I've got the lead, though. That's not even the right lead, actually, so it's irrelevant. Boots, Gap, Next. I can say them, so I'm happy to shop in them. I'm happy, 0844 499 1000, to go into those shops and to spend money in there. Le Pan Quotidien? I mean, what the hell is that? Oh, I'm doing a button for you watching on Periscope because it's hot. Le Pan Quotidien? What is that? I can't even say it. So I refuse to go in there. Now, I was in a shop today that I like a lot, but it dawned on me, I don't actually know what the correct... No, see, I've got none of the music here. That I hang on. No, hang on. I might have this one. You're going to be hearing this a lot tonight, guys, because this is the only one I've got on my computer. It's not out in the office, is it, Catherine Rice? I don't think it is. Anyway, so I was in a shop today. The computer... I think it's Computer Exchange, right? I like it in there. But is it pronounced Kex? Kex? Hang on a second. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hi there, Ian. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm confused as to do you know the Computer Exchange?
Not familiar with that.
It's second-hand video games and second-hand DVDs, and you can get some real bargains in there.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's the trash where you can get like Sonic 2 on the Mega CD.
Yes,
that sort of thing.
Yes, that sort of thing. And it's Computer Exchange, I think. But I think they abbreviate it to CEX. That's Kex. Put him back, because I'm talking to him. That's Kex.
It is Kex. I haven't been there for a while, though, because my wife banished me from buying computer games.
No, mate. Go there. Here's the thing, right? My 4-year-old is obsessed with Scooby-Doo at the moment. That's a good, healthy interest, right? Better than, I don't know, hooch, heroin, all these kids are into these days.
Well, you've got Scooby Snacks. I'm not sure they're so.
Well, we all know what Scooby Snacks were. When the fun-loving criminals were singing about Scooby Snacks, they weren't singing about Scooby Snacks. They were singing about drugs. I think they were. Anyway, so we went into the local local store to try and buy some Scooby-Doo DVDs, right? I said I'll treat you to some Scooby-Doo DVDs. They didn't have any. Didn't have any. And I was thinking, we're not going to get any. Then I remembered there's a Kex near where we live. I think, is that what you call it? I'm going to call it Kex until someone tells me otherwise. There was a Kex near where we live. So I went into the Kex. Flipping it, mate. They had 4 Scooby-Doo DVDs. One was a Christmas one. I refused to buy that. The other ones were £1.50 each. So then I'm there filling my boot. I'm filling my boots. I got double CD, Best of Billy Joel, £1. And I'd seen that in a charity shop. I'd fingered Billy Joel in a charity shop just a week before for £3.50. The same double CD, £1. I had that. Then I bought Wreck, a Spanish horror film, the best horror film you're ever going to see, 75p. Then I bought Summer Heights High, the comedy series, for £1. And then I went and bought some films for my eldest son. And I came out with about 10 DVDs, and I spent £13.
13 quid?
13 quid on 10 DVDs.
Last of the big spenders. I mean, you can give me some advice, actually.
With great pleasure.
I was sat listening the other night.
Hang on a minute, sorry. This is the beauty of this, right? Lino's just sent me... Tell you what, we'll call you back, because we're reading to your phone bill. Lino's just sent me a tweet. Your hard drive is under that bit of paper in front of you, you twonk. We have a little look. Oh! That now, what is... And there's the lead. Thanks, Lino. Thanks, mate. That's why I told you, these pills I'm on, so forgetful. So forgetful. But it makes me much more amenable when someone calls me a twonk. Thank you, Lino. You're banned from listening to the show, and I'm just going to block you on Twitter. There we go. There we go. Are you back now, are you? We got you back. We got you back.
Yeah, I'm back.
We got you back. So go on. You want to, and you say last of the big spenders. Listen, I'm all for saving. I will save pennies wherever I can. You know the richest people in the world, right? Your Paul McCartneys. Well, your Paul McCartneys and stuff, right?
Right, yeah. I've heard of him.
He's really tight. Paul McCartney is really tight. That's why he's so rich. He would do a brilliant trick when he was in the Beatles, right? Really early on. Where he did two tricks. If the band and friends were going into a pub, he'd hold the door open. So everyone walks in first and goes up to the bar first, so he's at the back. Genius. And then
how he made 700 million?
Yes! That and this trick as well, right? This is the other trick he'd do. He'd go, when it was his round, he'd go, right, I'll get the drinks in. What does everyone want? John, you like lager and 2 lagers and lime and 2 lagers and lime. That's a quote from Help for you guys. And he'd get all the drinks, right. He'd go, oh, Brian, you couldn't lend us a few bob, could you? Brian Epstein, their manager. And he would pay for everything. So that's how you get rich, is by shopping in keks.
Shopping in keks and opening doors.
Yes, that's it. I think that's pretty much what we've learned from today. Anyway, what can I help you with?
Well, I mean, you were talking about shops you can't pronounce the names, for a start. And there's that one that they sell fancy cakes and stuff, and it's called Patisserie Valari.
Come on now. Are you taking this topic seriously?
Well, I'm not sure, to be honest.
It's Patisserie Valerie, and you know that.
Is it Valerie?
Yes, of course it is.
Well, I assumed it was something slightly more sensual and French than that, like Patisserie Valerie.
Patisserie Valerie. Valerie's a good name. Great was the song that really got me into the Monkees and made me go and buy Greatest Hits. But it's a good name. And you don't get many Valeries. I know that Catherine's guitar teacher is a Valerie. You don't get many Valeries. I'm going to go as far to say Catherine's guitar teacher is an American, right? I don't think there are any British women called Valerie. There we go, I've said it. Prove me wrong, Valeries. 08444 499 1000. It won't happen.
That's quite a statement.
I stand by it. I really do.
Bold. That's what I like.
That's what I am. I've learnt from Julia Hartley Brouhaha, right? Just spout any old bullshine, but spout it loudly and proudly and stand by it.
Well, you've got to stand by something, and you sound like you stand by a lot of that.
I stand by a lot of that. You're absolutely spot on. I have no idea what that means, but I stand by a lot of it. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. It's a little bit busy on the phone lines, but if you call up now, you'll guarantee a place later on. I have the hard drive. Let's see who we've got queued up. We've got Bruce, Mark and Ollie, Simon, Kyle and Alan. We've got all the favourites and some of the not-so-favourites, and we've got you, dear listener. Let's have some ads, and then let's do a radio show. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Listen to this. So the Monkees are playing in New Zealand. My sister lives in Auckland. Big boy, they're playing in Auckland.
When?
Well, you don't live there anymore, so it's irrelevant.
No, but I'm going back in a few weeks.
September!
Oh, no.
September the 8th.
Way after I'm back here.
September the 9th. And so my sister's like, well, should I go? I'm like, well, yeah, you are my ambassador. I am living vicariously and precariously and pretoriously and Oscar Pistoriously through my sister. And by that, I don't mean I'm going to shoot any women through a bathroom door. Is anybody actually interested in Oscar Pistorius? Someone tweeted something very funny. Sky News could have saved the money on the rolling the Oscar Pistorius case by sending the 4 people that are still interested over to South Africa. I mean, thing is, I always thought he was a bit of an arse. Do you remember when he lost in the Olympics, right? And he stormed off. I'm not finished with you, Id. And he stormed off and didn't shake the fella's hand, and then went on Twitter. There's a toot. There's a big toot. He did all that on Twitter. I thought, you're gonna murder someone one day. I did. And then he did. And then he got away with it. And then he didn't get away with it. How could you get away with a murder, right? I don't understand the Oscar Pistorius case. So he obviously murdered her, right? We all knew that as the court case was going on, and we're watching going, well, he murdered her. He murdered her, milady. Milady, he murdered her. I didn't mean to shoot her. He's doing all that. Right? Because it's obviously murder. It was an accident. Suspended house arrest. You're under house arrest for 2 years. We're like, what? But then, what, did she just like wake up one day and go, oh, flip, no, he murdered her, didn't he? Oh, bum. Everyone come back, it was murder. Sorry, I got it wrong. What's wrong, my lady? It was murder? I don't know what I was thinking, it was obviously a murder. I don't know what I was, sorry, I wasn't focused. I was starstruck, baby. Thought he'd only look shorter in real life. Because he didn't wear them in court, did he? Or did he? He did have to at one point, didn't he, to show the height difference. Anyway, Oscar Pistorius, not a nice man. Hopefully he'll go away for a long time. Right, that's that sorted. Back to you, Ed. And I don't know why you remind me of Pistorius, but there's something about you.
Thanks, I think.
Something about that boy I don't like. I'm quoting Wham, as I often do these days as I get older. So, Auckland, they're playing, let me tell you exactly where they're playing, in Auckland, New Zealand. And brilliantly, the picture that they've, Alan's gone, his mum must have called. The picture that they've used to advertise this is not a picture of the monkeys, it's a picture of the 4 people that played the monkeys in the TV biopic. Another word I don't know, is it biopic? I would say biopic.
Biopic, I'd say as well.
Oh. I would say biopic, but it's biopic. The Biopic Man. Anyway, they put them. They are playing at Auckland's ASB Theatre on Wednesday, November the 30th.
It's a nice venue.
It's a great venue.
It's a great venue.
And my sister's going, should I go? And I'm like, yeah, you have to go. For God's sake, Swan, if you've got any DNA.
I'm surprised she's not lining up for tickets right now.
Well, and here's the rub, Bernard. Here's the rub. I said, I'll pay.
What?
Christmas present sorted. And I said, take the kids as well. I'm passing it on. What I'm doing with that... actually, I've seen tickets for weeks, but don't... Maybe one of the kids doesn't want to go or could be ill that night. That would be really helpful, actually. That'd be really helpful. I'm passing on to a new generation that which has given me so much. That's what I'm doing. What have you done today, Ed, with your life?
Not much, really.
Thank you very much indeed.
Nothing by comparison.
Let's go to Kyle in Rochdale.
Hello?
Yes, Kyle.
Hello?
Who's that?
Oh, it's Penny.
Oh, I see you're having sexual liaison dangereuse, chronos homosexualis.
In London, not Rochdale.
Oh, and I felt, do you know what? As I said Rochdale, I never say the places, right? It just says it on the screen. I never say the places. And as I said it, I felt uncomfortable and cliched because we are better than that here on this show. We are better than bigging up the all different regions of the country. No one cares where a caller comes from anymore. No one cares that a caller comes from Rochdale or from London or from Swindon or from any of them. The only place that people care they come from is from Farnham Common because I grew up there. That's the only place, right? I get excited when I hear it mentioned. That and Colney Hatch. I get excited when I hear those mentioned in travel. Apart from that, no one cares. So stop it with your fascism. What have you got for us?
Well, I was just going to say that we were talking about... obviously, we're discussing your show. We were talking about the best pronunciation of shop names is Spadulike by Victoria Wood.
Yeah, Spadulike, yes, of course. Hats off to Victoria Wood. I'm being told by an ever-growing number of people... that Kex, Computer Exchange, is pronounced as sex. I'm being told by several people, and that means I went in sex today.
Yeah, that's bad.
I had a rummage around in sex and bought the cheapest things I could find in sex. I don't know if that's that. I mean, is that true, guys? If that's true, then you need to work on your program.
I've heard that before. That's what people have told me before, but I won't say in front of the kids.
Why is it there's like a time delay on your phone line?
I've no idea.
There, you see? You see? What is that? Well, I hope you're having a great time in London, up the West End.
Yep.
Sounds like it.
I was going to say, are we allowed to come in and bring you a packet of randoms?
Nope. Nope. You're not allowed to come in. I am making a strict rule. The only people that can drop in unannounced are pop stars. Okay, pop stars. Everyone else, don't turn up. We will have nights, I promise you, probably near Christmas, where we'll invite everyone in, where we'll have an open door. The bloke downstairs will be furious. And when I say everyone, I don't mean ISIS. Obviously. I say obviously. You've got to make it so clear these days, haven't you? You've really got to make it clear. Sorry, ISIS. You said everyone could come in. Yeah, not you. Not you. Not everyone who wants to thinks I'm an infidel. So, no. No is the answer, but we will have, towards Christmas, an open door show where people can rock up and they can come and hang out in the studio. They're always a little bit tense, those shows, guys. Always a little bit tense, if I'm honest. I remember once I did that, an Absolute. Stay there, Mark and Ollie. Simon, Bruce, coming to you, not necessarily in that order. 0844 499 1000. We call you back. I did one at Absolute, and we had an open door show. And it was great. But there was a guy who I really thought was going to kill me. He was just staring at me, and he had the cold stare of a killer. And it turns out he'd designed a poster for me, and I'd never met him. I mean, really was. It was terrifying. It was terrifying. And people will say to me, Ian, but what if, a terrorist gets in and starts broadcasting their hatred? And I say, think of the awards. I mean, honestly, think of the awards. Keep broadcasting, guys. Okay, whatever hate nonsense he's preaching, keep broadcasting. There's our awards. That could be a Pulitzer. Simon's on the line. Good evening, Simon.
Oh, hi, Ian, you alright?
Yeah, hip, hip, hip.
Everyone loves an award. Hip, hip, hip.
What the hell? I'm drinking from a cup that's got one of those keep calm phrases on it. What the bloody hell is going on here?
Hey, that came from the town that I grew up in, that phrase. It was found in a book in the bookshop, Barter Books.
What?
And they
the phrase keep calm...
Keep calm and carry on.
Came from it. I thought, when was that book found?
It was discovered, I don't know the date exactly, but it was a little while ago now.
It
was found in a book that he was sorting.
Can I ask you a question? Okay, it's a 2-word answer. Some people might make it into 1 word.
Okay.
If I wanted to get recipes, what kind of manual would I use?
Cookbook.
Thank you very much indeed. I just wanted to hear you say cookbook. I thought, okay, we can have this conversation because I hate the keep calm and carry on. Keep calm.
I do as well.
Keep calm and ride horses. Keep calm and right. I thought
it's very overplayed now.
No, it's rubbish. I thought, and I hate the fact that my one says keep calm and go for tapas. Keep calm and go for tapas. Flip.
And did you?
I don't know. No. I thought the keep calm and carry on came from the 1964, 5 or 6 television production of George Orwell's 1984. I thought they were the posters that were up in the mid-60s television adaptation of 1984.
They could have used them in then, but I thought they were from the war, like from back in the old days of World War.
No, I don't think they were. I don't think they were from World War II. If that's what you're incinerating, are you incinerating something? Because I can smell burning.
Yeah, I'm incinerating things.
Yeah, I don't think they came from the war.
You know what? I don't know 100%. I just know that I'm from the town that apparently discovered.
Give us the name of this town, Simon, because there will be
Alnwick. Alnwick in Northumberland.
What?
Alnwick, Alnwick.
Eh?
You know, it's where Harry Potter was filmed and that. What? You know, Alnwick Castle.
What?
You know it, Ian. How well you've been there a few times.
How why you never been to Alnwick, man?
Why aye. There's a tree house and everything.
There's a bloody tree house.
Anyway, the reason I was calling Mr. Lee, for a talk radio station, you've actually introduced me to a lot of great music.
I know, this is, someone once described this show as a music show without any music.
Yeah. You choose the best ones, because a lot of the music radio stations play the same old, rubbish.
The dream now
on
would be
on loop.
The dream now would be a Saturday night music show where I rock up with my laptop and my iPod and I just play whatever I feel like playing. Because all the music on nearly all music shows, apart from on Six Music, they get a little bit of free play.
Yeah.
And the specialist shows, but all music is chosen by a computer, and you'll have your hits, your big hits, current hits that are A1s, and then you'll get your B2s, and then and a computer will put it all together. But I kind of get into a vibe. It's boring. And I kind of get into a vibe. The song I played at the start of the show was Get Back Up by Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah, I've never heard that one before. But the one that I liked from Bare Naked Ladies that you introduced me to is the Chimp song. So I've never heard that before.
The postcards with chimpanzees. Yes, no,
postcard.
The Bare Naked Ladies, by the way, who are coming over here September the 9th, and I'm going to see those guys. I'm taking the night off. They're good. And I just felt like playing that song because that CD has been sat on my passenger car seat for the last 2 months, and I thought, I'll put that in on the way in because I came in a bit later, so the normal stuff I would listen to had finished, and LBC, were doing Brexit, and so I put that on. And the first song, Gotta Get Back, is just what I need. It was a kick up the arse, Simon.
Yeah.
There we go. It's another phone. Music that gives you a kick up the arse. But we'll say ass. We'll say ass.
And I also like the Lindsay Lohan. That guy he's absolutely crazy, but he makes them. It's actually the music's difficult to describe, right? Because it is rubbish.
Yeah.
But it's extremely catchy, and I've literally been singing that since I heard it. Because I didn't hear it live. I heard it on your podcast about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's been actually in my head ever since. And because I get earworms all the time, and it's the most random song.
Can I ask? And I ask this with love, right?
Yeah.
Everybody, not you. Everybody who's been tweeting me videos of Nigel, could you stop? Because
I've not seen any of them.
No, you don't want to. It's flipping horrible. It is flipping horrible.
Is he real?
Yes.
Is he actually a real person?
Someone was convinced he was by the same guy that does Barry from Watford. I mean, what? He's not. He's a real guy. He reminds me of a singer called Wesley Willis. Now we can play Wesley Willis. Periscope, as I warn you, you might hear some bad language. I will hover over the dump. Wesley Willis was. I think I would suggest mentally ill, homeless man in America, right, who would sing songs and busk, and he kind of became a bit famous, and some people, he's recorded loads of albums. Oh, hang on a minute, let's try Elvis Presley, okay? See if you spot a common theme in these songs. This is the first one, Elvis Presley. Here we go. All right. And I'll try and stop it before it gets to any swears.
Elvis Presley was a rock star. He was the greatest. He can sing his ass off. Right on, brother. Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley. He is my greatest singer. He was my kind of guy.
Okay, well, we got 32 seconds out of swear word. So that was Elvis Presley. Let's find another one, then we'll do the break in a minute. Let's do Urge Overkill. Now, often his songs will mention the size of the venue that the artist played, the number of people that went, and whether the concert was any good or not. And so you see if you can spot any patterns, any similarities between Elvis Presley and this song entitled Urge Overkill. Here it comes.
Yeah. This band played at the Aragon Ballroom. About 2,000 people watched the show. The show was terrific. The concert was a jam. Urge overkill. Urge overkill. Urge overkill. Urge overkill.
Okay, so you kind of get the vibe. You're wishing you hadn't phoned up now. Let's play...
No, he's got a great use of the Casio demo thing on a keyboard.
Okay, this one's called I Whopped Batman's Ass. Okay.
I thought it was Superman.
No, it's Batman's ass he whopped. Here we go.
Boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom, boom. Slow on this.
Batman got on my nerves.
Didn't he whip Spider-Man's as well at some point? If it's the same person I'm thinking of.
I'm sorry, I've got to say, is there any opening line, if anyone can think of an opening line better than Batman got on my nerves? 0844 499 1000. Let's go back into the song. Batman got on my nerves. Here we go.
Batman got on my nerves.
Yeah.
He was running me amok. He ridiculed me, calling me a bum. I whooped Batman's ass. 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 I whooped Batman's ass.
There we go. We got the dump. We got the dump. We got the dump.
Did you get the dump?
We got the dump in. Simon, on that bombshell, I should probably say goodbye. That's a dangerous game, and I think we all got our fingers burnt. Okay, well, it turns out Kex, Computer Exchange, is a very mysterious shop. I'm now being given information. Let me just plug this back in here. And I can believe this. I know he worked for them. That the logo was designed by Charlie Brooker. Well, if he ever replied to the emails when he said he would come on this blooming show, we could ask him. Let's go to Mark and Ollie, stay there. Bruce, stay there. Texas Mike, stay there. Yes, Alan.
Hip, hip, hip.
Hip, hip, hip.
Here not too well.
No, what, sorry, who you...
According to Kato Jones on Facebook, she told me to be easy on you. You're not feeling too well.
I'm all right. Fake it to make it, Alan. Fake it to make it. I'm faking it to make it.
Is this because of what happened yesterday?
What happened yesterday? What are you talking about?
The legal department and Noel Edmonds.
That was a little bit upsetting. Yes, we got in a lot of trouble. We got in a lot of trouble with the legal department and Steve Penk. Yes, but apart from that, no, I'm fine, Alan. I'm absolutely fine. As someone just tweeted, recently found Ian's mojo.
A bit like Austin Powers.
No.
No, because he lost his mojo.
He had to go back in time. He had to go back in time, didn't he?
Yeah, into 1969.
Yeah, I like the Austin Powers movie. I hope they make another one. What does Mike Myers do nowadays?
I'm not sure. I can find out if I can consult my
Google.
Home of the Made Up Fact.
Okay, Home of the Made Up. He may, because Wayne's World, he is a phenomenon, isn't he? In the Wayne's World, they were rubbish, right, the Wayne's World film, but they were huge, massive successes, right? And
hugely popular.
Hugely popular. And then the success of the Austin Powers movie was incredible. He had a couple of stinkers. Didn't he do one about a sex guru?
The Love Guru.
The Love Guru, that was it.
I've seen that at the cinema when they had Vern Tyre in it as well.
But he did one film, right, that was really good and no one watched. So I Married an Axe Murderer. That is a great film, right?
I've never seen that one.
Woman! Whoa, man! That is a great film, and it's weird because he's not got any prosthetics or any, makeup or wigs. He looks like Mike Myers.
Yeah.
It's a good film, that.
And I found out what he's doing now.
What's he doing now, Alan?
He's now a director.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well, that's not...
His directorial debut was Supermensch, The Legend of Seth Gordon.
Supermensch, that's good. It's a documentary, though. It's a documentary about his agent. It's a good film, but I wouldn't class that as... I don't think making documentaries is actual directing, if I'm completely honest.
Well, according to Wikipedia, it was his directorial debut.
Well, what's he directed since, mate?
Hang on.
Jeez.
He directed Iron Chris Fairley, where he played himself. And
That's right, guys. We've sunk to the levels of having Anne Caddick read out Wikipedia to us. Oh, yeah. That's content. Yes, sir!
He's in a noir film next year called Terminal.
Well, that's how many other films have been called Terminal? Wasn't the one where, the guy from...
Yeah, Tom Hanks!
Tom Hanks! That was called Terminal, wasn't it?
The Terminal.
The Terminal, so it's slightly... But supposing you forget the definite article, right? And you go to Blockbusters, and you go, I'm in a rush, I want terminal. And they go, and the kid behind the counter doesn't give a stuff in Blockbusters. That's why they've gone bust, because it was Blockbusters, right, was staffed by the most disinterested members of staff I have ever... We hired Misery, right? You know Misery?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
With Kathy Bates?
Yeah. And is it Gene Hackman? Gene Krupa? Gene Kelly?
it was Robert De Niro.
No, it wasn't Robert De Niro. It was Gene Hackman. I'm going to say Gene Hackman, right, until someone proves me wrong. And even then I'm going to say Gene Hackman, just to spite them, right? And so I'd seen it before. My girlfriend at the time hadn't seen it. What's the best scene? It's not Gene Hackman, it's the other fella. It's the other...
Al Pacino?
No, it's not Al Pacino. Why would you say Al Pacino? Don't anyone tell me. Don't anyone tell me, because I want to remember it. Don't tell me. I can see him. Khan. It's James Khan from Dragon's Den, the Indian fella, right?
No, it's a different James Khan.
Peter Jones. It's Peter Jones.
I thought it was fucking my time.
But Peter Jones isn't... You know Peter Jones isn't that Peter Jones as well, don't you?
No.
So what's the best scene in Misery?
It has to be Kathy Bates' performance.
No, okay. I don't want you to... Why has it got all pretentious on me all of a sudden?
I'm not.
What's the best scene, the best 2 minutes of the film?
Has to be the music over the opening credits.
No, it's not, man. It's the bit where she hobbles him, where she smashes breaks his ankles so that his feet are bent inwards, so he can never escape.
All right.
Right. Have you seen it, Alan?
You
haven't seen it, have you?
I've seen it.
You haven't seen it. I've asked you for the best scene. It's one of the most memorable scenes in cinema, and all you could say was her acting and the music at the end.
No, not at the opening credits.
Flippin' heck. Right. So and I knew this bit was coming up, right? And we got the DVD from Blockbusters, right?
Yeah.
I knew it was coming up. And just as it got to that scene, do you know what happened?
What happened?
It froze.
It's stuck.
It's stuck, as DVDs do. Dirty DVDs do. Not mucky DVDs, dirty DVDs. That's what they do, is they freeze.
On the disc.
They freeze. And the annoying thing is, right, they don't, like, jump forward a bit or stagger forward. They just freeze, they lock, and they knacker the DVD player sometimes. Sometimes you've got to eject it, spit on it, rub it. We've all done that before, haven't we, ladies?
Yeah, give it a clean.
And then reinsert it. Sometimes upside down. Doesn't make any sense. And so it froze on that, and so I was licking it and rubbing it and polishing it all up and making it nice and buff and trying to kept putting it back in, but nothing was happening, right? Kath's making up her own show out there, unbelievable. So do you know what I did, right?
What did you do?
Because it ruined the film. I stormed the 7 minutes back to Blockbuster, right? And there was the lady there that had served me. And I slammed the DVD out, and my girlfriend's going, "Don't go, Ian." I said, "No, this is the best scene in the film." She goes, "Well, skip it." I said, "This is the best scene in the film." So I stormed out. I went to Blockbuster. I slammed the DVD down. She went, "Can I help you?" Can I help you? I went, "Yeah, you can help me. You can help me try and undo the ruined evening that you have caused me by giving me a scratch copy of this film so that when it gets to the most important scene, it freezes and we couldn't watch it." I knew what was coming up. My girlfriend didn't. "You've ruined our night. What are you going to do about it?" She went, "We haven't got any more copies of it in." I went, "Right." She went, "So do you want to take another film?" I went, "No, I don't want to take another film. I want this." We haven't got any more copies of it in. So I think in the end, we got Star Trek 4 instead, I think.
Before you home?
Yeah, the good one.
Yeah,
my girlfriend had stayed at home, so that was...
Star Trek film, that is.
Sorry?
My favourite one.
It's the best one. My girlfriend had stayed at home. She didn't want to encounter the scenario in the store, so I got to choose the DVD. I chose that one. She went to bed. I watched it, got drunk. Beautiful. Perfect night. It was a great night, Alan. Thanks for calling. Here's an interesting thing, right? So... This surprised me, okay? I'm so out of touch with how many records, and by records I mean CDs, sell, right? So the Monkees got to, I think, number 13 in the Billboard charts in America, right? And it kind of involves, the charts are complicated now, right? Because it's not just how many records are bought, it's streaming. They put Spotify and downloads from iTunes and other things into it, right? But in terms of actual physical CD sales, right, they got, I think on CD sales alone, they got into the top 20 in Billboard, right? Have a guess how many CDs they had to sell to get into the top 20? 23,000. Isn't that nuts? To get in the American album charts, right? And they were up against, that week, I believe, new albums were released by Eric Clapton. He sold 34,000. Bob Dylan, he sold 29,000. It's incredible, isn't it? I'm so out of touch, because I remember when you had to sell 1 million records to get to number one. To sell 1 million of the buggers to get to number one. Bruce.
Hip, hip, hip.
Hip, 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 Bruce.
How are we doing, sir?
I've got a headache, but that's all right.
Is that why you're not wearing your headlamp?
The headlamp is here. I think it's very, very hot in here. I'm a little bit hyper. The headlamp will come on in the last hour, though, guys. I want to get... We've got a power... For those who couldn't see in the studio, there's like a power... tower of power here. It's a multi-plug socket. I say multi, it's got two. But it doesn't work. That's the thing, it doesn't work. Which is annoying, because what I would like to do, the dream scenario would be, all the lights off, and plug in, it's a lamp, and I think it's called a glitter baby, right? It's like, it's made by the same people that make lava lamps, but instead of lava, it's just like glitter. Like, it's nice, it's really nice, right?
Yeah.
And I'd like to have it just there, but I don't think that this works. So, that's rubbish. Why would you put a plug socket there and then not plug in the plug socket? That's nuts. So that would be the plan. That would be the plan. Have a little glitter baby there. What we need to do, right? This studio is soulless. No, not yet. I'm being offered drugs already. Not yet. This studio is soulless, right? And so I'm trying to create a vibe in it by playing with the lights and doing a little... Years and years ago, right? I used to work with on the same station as one of this country's greatest broadcasters, a guy called Jeff Lloyd, right? He's brilliant. The only problem I got with Jeff's show is he plays too much music. I want to hear Jeff talk because I think he's brilliant, right? He is brilliant. He's clever, he's funny, and he's got my book by the son of Kurt Vonnegut. And I'd like that back, Lloyd. Yes, I know I've got one of your books as well, but let's meet on a bridge somewhere and exchange them. He's also a rarity in radio. He's a nice bloke, right? And he used to, I don't know if he still does, but he would, before the show, he would go into his studio. Absolute Radio had like 5 different studios. Imagine that. And he would decorate the studio. And he would put, the Hawaiian lays up and pictures of the Beatles up and all this stuff. And I used to think, what a twonk. What an absolute... I'll say it now. I used to laugh behind his back and go, what's an absolute plum? Now I get it. Now I get it, Bruce. He wasn't a plum. He was a visionary and a genius. He was creating a vibe years before anyone even knew what a vibe was. And that man was doing it. So all hail Jeff Lloyd. And yeah, that's right, Jeff. I'm like a slow-mo Scott Mills. 6-7 years later, I'm stealing that idea off you, buddy. And I'm going to create a vibe in this studio. So
it's a good way to go.
It's a good way to... If you're going to go in style. I like Jeff.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean the direction, going in that direction,
yes.
not going off the...
I missed you. Jeff Lloyd and I almost became friends, right? But we are in real... We're complete gobby so-and-sos on the radio, right? But in real life, we are two of the shyest men you could ever possibly meet. And we very nearly became friends, and then we didn't. Because we were too shy to take it to the next level. So, and that's one that got away. Jeff Lloyd.
Well, Ian, I've got a few things about your phone-ins actually tonight.
Hey, we got proper phone-ins. We got what songs give you a kick up the ass? Shops you can't pronounce. We've not even got onto DVDs and CB radio yet. We've not even got onto that. But so, Bruce, what have you got for us, buddy?
Right. So for shops, first of all, I've always pronounced it CEX.
Yeah.
Not even tried to make it sound like anything. But the one that I can't get my head around, is it Primark or is it Primark? Because I've heard both versions.
It's Primark. Isn't it? I'm looking to the team.
I'm with you. I say that. I say Primark.
Hang on a minute, Bruce. Let me stop you there. Let's ask a foreigner. Id, what would you call it?
Primark.
Yeah, okay. Even the foreigners are saying it, Bruce. Your friends having you on. It's
well, that's fine. I can take that up with them. That's no problem.
What is it? What is the show? The sketch? Is it Portlandia or is it Bob and David? Where they... It's Bob and David, I think, where they convince him that it's instead of saying a cup of tea, I'm going to get this wrong. You say instead of saying a pot of tea, you ask for a muffins of tea, right? Or a muffins of tea. And his girlfriend says it. And he's like, "What are you talking about? A muffins of tea?" She goes, "It's called a muffins of tea." So, "What are you talking about? It's called a muffins. It's called a muffin." And he goes, "You're an idiot." And then he goes off to his mates down the pub and he goes, "It's Limmy. It's Limmy. That's what it is." Has Limmy replied to you? Is he coming on? Beautiful. Muffins of tea. And he goes down the pub, he says, "You never believe this. I was with my girlfriend, right? And she was talking about a muffins of tea." And they went, "Oh, yeah, I could murder one of them now." He said, "What do you mean?" It's called a muffins of tea. And he goes, "Yeah, it's called a muffins." And he goes somewhere else, right? And and they go, "Yeah, of course it's called a muffins, right?" And he goes to a cafe, and he's on his own, and he looks around, and the waiter comes up and says, "What would you like, sir? Would you like a drink?" He says, "Yeah, I'd like a muffins of tea, please." And the waiter goes, "Certainly, sir, I shall bring one over." He's like, "Oh, flipping it, everyone's right." And then all of his friends burst out and laugh at him, and it's been an elaborate practical joke. The punchline is stronger than that, but for some reason, I think your friend is trying to do that to you with Primark.
No, she's deadly serious. That's the thing.
Oh.
Like, I think she's obviously heard it wrong from somebody else. And you try and correct and she won't have it. Also, you talk about Scooby-Doo movies. Yes. Isn't there a Scooby-Doo Kiss movie?
Yep. Scooby-Doo meets Kiss. And there's also Scooby-Doo meets Davy Jones of the Monkees. There's also Scooby-Doo meets Sonny and Cher. There used to be loads of them in the 70s. Pop stars, when they were on their way out, would go and do a Scooby-Doo episode.
Well, there's 3 wrestling, or at least 2 wrestling ones at the moment. I know of, because I bought those for my kids.
There are a lot.
Weird.
There are lots of different types of Scooby-Doos now, right? There's because we've got loads of them. So there's classic Scooby-Doo, there's the scrappy Scooby-Doo we don't talk about. There's a really cheap Scooby-Doo where they don't look like the characters. It's like really lazily done. There's also one, which I hate, where it's really postmodern, right? Where they...
Oh, I know the one.
They're really aware, they're aware that Fred is a bit of a dork, and they make jokes about that, and they all live with their parents. And it's the oddest thing. I like classic Scooby-Doo. I like classic Scooby-Doo. Hang on a second. Let's just indulge me for a second. Mark and Ollie, I know you've been waiting for ages. I promise we'll come to you after the news. I promise. They've been waiting for hours. Listen to this. Hang on a second. Scooby-Doo, ladies and gentlemen, meets Sonny and Cher.
I'll have this little top-up any minute. This little rest will do you good, hon. You can just sit in the sun on your little old weekend and watch you play golf and watch you play tennis and watch you water ski and watch you fish. Exactly. All that exercise will do wonders for you.
Let me do a song. Sonny and Cher on Scooby-Dooby-Doo, having a poo.
So they never did Ike and Tina either. It's a shame.
Sorry?
Missed out a trick on... So they didn't do one for Ike and Tina.
Yeah. I've got...
About that same time.
Yes. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, having a poo, and he's having a wee now. I can't remember the rest of the rude words. There were rude words to...
Also,
yes.
I know a Valerie.
She's not English.
She is English.
No, she's not, mate. Well, she's not. Prove it.
But well, I can't. She's not here with me now. It's my friend's mum.
But there we go. It's his friend's mum. All right, Bruce. Yeah. All right. No, listen, Bruce. We're going to let you go, mate. You can have a lie down. Yeah. Sure thing, Bruce. Yeah. Sure thing, Bruce. Bruce knows a Valerie. All right, mate. Bruce knows a British Valerie. Of course he does. Mark and Ollie, I've kept you waiting for ages. Let's have a little teaser now. Hello?
Ian?
Yes?
Ian?
Yes? Oh,
how are you?
Or maybe this...
We flipping love you, Ian. Hip.
Well, let's have the full call now. Yes, well... Yes.
Well, do you know what was just happening, Ian? Can I just tell you, right? Because we've been waiting for so long that I had to go for a wee.
Yeah.
Ollie was going, quick! Crash! and I managed to get back just in time to do a little bit.
Isn't that fantastic for everybody, apart from the listeners?
Yes,
so what have you got for us, lads?
Well, we've got a quick thing. We've got a guest in the studio with us. We're the internet radio people, if you remember.
I do remember. Yes.
Yes, we made you dump yourself in. Fun.
Yes.
But we have a guest with us in the studio who would like to ask you some quick-fire questions, if that's okay.
Who are they?
It's Jeremy Dawson. Jeremy Dawson.
Who's Jeremy Dawson?
Well, let's just let Jeremy do the talking. Oh, hang on.
That didn't work, did it?
Yes. Okay, here we go. Question 1.
Yes.
What's your favourite species of snail?
I don't get the joke.
No.
It's a genuine question.
I don't get it.
Yes. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Question 1.
I don't want to destroy you, but I don't get it.
What's your favourite species of snail, Ian?
Yeah.
Wait.
I don't think it's working.
Here on a freaking roll.
Yeah, okay.
Question 3.
Okay. Listen, nice effort, and I don't want to piddle on their chips, but let's discuss it after this.
Talk Radio.
I don't want to be mean to those gentlemen, those young lads, okay? Because they're having a crack, okay? But I think I can advise them. That's what I can do. I can give them my years of experience on how they could improve. Here's the news.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road, it's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold, a brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far, but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we paid our fare with a hobo song. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll find what I call home. Until tomorrow, you know I'm free to roll.
I guess even this is Iain Lee, 08444991000. Texas Mike, stay there. We're coming to you next. Now would be an excellent time for you to call, guys, because Texas Mike is the only call we've got left. Okay, so we had that call before the stuff, and the news, it didn't really work. I'm worried that if I deconstruct it too much, A, it would fall apart, and B, I'd come across as a bit of a winker, and I don't want to come across as a bit of a winker. Oh, jeez. Honesty is the best policy, isn't it? Let's be honest, it didn't work. And I didn't get the joke. I didn't get the joke. Really, I feel really mean doing this. I feel mean, so let's stop doing it. It didn't work. Try again. Don't try again. If you see what I mean, don't try. Call again. Don't try. There we go. There it is in a nutshell. There's a bit of zen, isn't it? Call again. Don't try. It's too much trying. You don't need to try. Just call. You know, call. It's fine as groove, man. Texas Mike.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's going great, mate.
Okay, so I've got like a ton of Post-it notes for the last 42 minutes that I've been on hold. I can't believe you've been putting me on hold for 42 minutes.
Yep.
I'm from Texas.
Well, we're disappointed in your country. So we're teaching you a lesson. Is there any chance you could pick up your telephone?
Actually, I'm calling from Skype.
But are you? Okay. So you've not got a headset or anything like that.
No.
In that case, we can dig it, man. We can dig it. What you got for us, Texas?
I'm so sorry.
No, don't apologise. What you got for us?
Okay, so on my Post-it notes, whipping Batman's ass.
Yes.
That's a check. Mike Myers, Mini-Me. I used to actually play darts with Mini-Me at a bar local
What was his name? Vern Troyer or Troy Vernon or something. Vern Troyer.
He would actually stand on a bar stool and throw the darts.
Yeah,
and I tell you what, he beat my ass all the time.
He was on Big Brother over here. I don't know if you're aware of the Big Brother television series. Which is it's a reality show where loads of people go in and stay in a house for 5 weeks and they all fight. He was in there, and if I remember it correctly, he got drunk quite a lot in there.
You know, that's so funny because the guy would only drink one beer.
Well,
anytime you ever saw him, he would only drink one beer. Because, I mean, literally, the guy is only the height of your knee.
Yeah. Well,
he's very, very small.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. He's a wee fella, and that was the joke, I suppose. I would pay to go and see another Austin Powers movie. I liked them. It was the first film where I found Will Ferrell funny, and now I love Will Ferrell. I think Will Ferrell is a genius, and even his crappy films I can watch Will Ferrell in because I just think it's so watchable, and he was funny. That was the first film where I saw him and got why he was so funny.
One of the Post-it notes is Mike Myers. You know, it's like, is Mike Myers kind of typecasted?
As what?
As Austin Powers. I mean, is he typecasted as that character? I mean, because, what else has he ever played in?
Well, all right, Wayne's World. And he's gone. On that bombshell. Try and get him back if you can, because it'd be nice if okay, we'll Skype in again. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number. I've not checked the answer phone messages for ages. So we check the answer phone messages to see if Ed, how do I change? Oh dear, because I've got a different change account. Sign out. Let me just sign. Let's see if there. Is that my password? I've got so many passwords. 0844 499 1000. By the way, Gareth's on the line. Hello, Gareth.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you, mate. What you got for us?
Hip hip hip.
Hip hip hip.
Sorry, that was very remiss of me for not doing the hip hip hip.
That's quite all right. We let these things go from time to time.
I've not got a lot for you, to be honest with you, Ian. I've just come in from work. I've had a very boring cheese sandwich. a toasty, which wasn't really a toasty. I put the toast in the toast and then put the cheese on top and a bit of brown sauce on. So
Yeah, I had one of those the other day, and they're really disappointing, aren't they?
It's like the poor man's toasty. You expect it to be melted cheese in there, but you know you're lying to yourself. It's not really.
It really doesn't. It's neither a sandwich nor a cheese on toast nor a cheese. It's nothing, is it? It's a waste of all those great ingredients.
I think I've spread this on to my daughter as well because she likes a cheese toasty, but she doesn't mean a cheese toasty by that. What she means is all the ingredients, as you said, but then microwaved.
Hang on a second. There's something about that. Is the bread toasted before you put it in the microwave?
The bread's pre-toasted.
So you toast the bread. What, you butter it?
You butter it.
Cheese? What? Grate cheese or sliced cheese?
Sliced cheese. Of course.
Yeah. Of course.
Sliced cheese.
It's the man's way.
That means you get more cheese.
Yeah.
A lot thicker.
And then you put that in the microwave.
And then we pop it in the microwave for her because we pander to her every whim. So we pop that into the microwave for her.
I could dig that.
Is the cheese toasty.
I could dig that. That could work.
There's something about microwave cheese though, and you get the oil.
Yeah, stringy
coming off it. You like that?
I do like that actually, Gareth. How old's your little girl?
She's 4.
She's a genius, mate.
Well, that's true. She has come up with many genius suggestions recently.
She's a flipping. I like that. That's wonderful.
She was the one. I'm not sure whether you remember my daughter, but you have seen a picture of her before. She had a massive, giant giraffe head for her fancy dress that we sent you a picture of.
Yes, I remember. She's trouble. She's trouble.
She's trouble. She's a genius. She asked me yesterday whether God was a baby.
But don't you love that, man? Don't you? Well, how do you do? Are you religious, Gareth? If you don't mind me asking.
Not in the least.
How do you handle? Is she at nursery or school?
She is.
Right.
Yes.
So
my wife is Catholic. And
Okay.
They go to a Catholic.
Okay. All right.
So
Yeah.
full on.
How are you going to handle the conversations about Jesus?
It's the same as I do with Father Christmas.
Well, you're going to lie. You're going to
basically.
You're going to no, because we've got to be careful. You're going to acknowledge his existence.
In that particular story.
Do you not with the Jesus thing? Because I'm not religious, right, at all. Right. But I like to think I'm wandering a spiritual path very slowly and taking long rests every now and then. But I'm not religious, right, in the traditional sense. And my boy is 6. And he talks about Jesus and about praying, and I don't mind a bit of a prayer every now and then. Praying's quite nice. It's just I just think it's just
peaceful. It's like meditation.
I treat it as a meditation. Here is the prayer and meditation. It's like asking a question and just waiting quietly for an answer to come back. That's what I like to do.
Or just talking to your imaginary friend.
Yeah. And that's fine. I don't think there's any harm in that at all.
No.
And I tread really carefully, right? Because Christianity, I think it's a load of hogwash. If I'm completely honest, right? The cards on the table. Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh, hello.
Hang on, we're just getting a call on the Skype. Hang on a second. Hello. Yeah, this is confusing. Oh, he's gone. He bottled it. I've got my Skype open now, so if anyone wants to phone the Skype,
unmistakable sound of a Skype call coming in.
You can call it right. I think I can say this now. I can officially say now I'm not at the BBC. I think that Christianity, Islam, all of them. I think it's all a load of old rubbish. I think people take
it quite seriously. You know
people
that,
take
don't
it
you?
very, very seriously.
I don't know whether you've had experience of that in the past.
Yes, maybe once or twice. Yes, maybe. I think people take it too seriously, right? But I think it's all.
Really?
But I don't. I used to think less of people when they told me they were religious. I don't anymore. I don't think less of people if they tell me they're a Christian or if they tell me they're a Muslim or they're.
I used to, but now I think more of people because I think that at least they have some kind of moral code. They have it's like a Haynes manual.
Yeah.
You know, the Haynes manuals for cars.
Yeah.
It's kind of what those books are all about. They're just like, don't kill each other.
I don't think, I've never killed anyone, and I'm not a Christian.
I know, but
I want to though. Really want to. I would love to. I would love to murder someone if I knew I could get away with it. Yeah, and if there was no chance they'd find the body. I would. I don't think more of them when they tell me. But I did used to judge people negatively. Like when it's like when you used to find out your friends smoked. You think, oh dear. And I find out people that I like were Christians. I think, oh dear. Now I just think, oh okay. They believe what I consider to be a fairy story. All right, but I don't think less of them. I certainly don't think more of them. Right?
But don't you think they're more inclined to have some kind of moral compass than people who don't?
No, not at all. No, I don't actually. I don't. I think you are because I've met some Christians.
Not necessarily my opinion. I'm just putting it out there.
No, and I'm, you know, we're just kicking ideas around. I've met some Christians that are right arses, you know, really nasty, and I've met some Muslims that, you'd never say that to a Muslim. Yeah, well, I will. I think I've met some Muslims that are really nasty people. I've met some really nasty Jewish people. But it's nasty, and I met nasty atheists and nasty agnostics and lovely people and all those things.
Yeah, somebody in the news just at the moment, actually, who's turns out to be quite a nasty atheist. Who's a famous atheist.
Oh, gosh, blimey, that doesn't narrow it down too much, which is good.
Well, no, have you not seen the news? I'm not going to go into that.
There's, so I just kind of, it's just a bit of information, right, that I saw. But when my boy he asks about Jesus and about God in heaven and stuff like that, because that's what they're learning, I do a very liberal, lefty, wishy-washy answer, and I go, right, well, that's what some people think, that, you know, the baby Jesus was born and he's the son of God and God lives up in the clouds and he created everything. That's what some people think. Some people think that the world just happened by accident and there was a big explosion and then like matter and antimatter and dark and light all kind of exploded out over, you know, billions and trillions of years and miles and infinity, and that's what created the universe, and that we're here, and that when we die, that's kind of it. You go to sleep forever and there ain't anything else. And some people believe some stuff in the middle. I kind of veer towards the side of when you die, that's it. You fall asleep and you don't wake up, and you know that the universe was just an accident. Was like a nice accident. But you can choose whatever you want to choose, and I give him that because I don't want to.
At this point, is he still listening, or has he walked off into another room?
I say it a little bit better than I did there, but because I don't want to be. I think that indoctrinating children into any religion, I think, is not good.
I feel a little bit comfortable.
Yeah, but I also think that indoctrinating children in the complete opposite is slightly less dangerous because it's based in scientific fact. But I still don't think it's quite right. I like to present them with all the options and let them make their own decision. And here's something. If my boy, when he was, let's say, 18, 19, 20, came back as a Christian, I think I would be a little bit disappointed.
Well, so it means that you have an agenda then?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It does. And
it means that you lean that way. If you
it does, well, no, exactly. I'd be more disappointed if he came to me as a Christian than if he came as being gay. Wouldn't be disappointed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would. The only disappointment I'd had if he was gay was I would think, oh God, he's going to have a really tough time dealing with that. You know, he's going to have a tough time with that, particularly after what's happened in the last couple of weeks. Hopefully in 10, 15 years' time, things will have moved on massively, but don't know.
Probably not.
So that would be the only disappointment is, oh man, he's going to have a tough time. But me saying I'd be disappointed about being a Christian, I'm late for a break, so I've got to go in a second, but I'm enjoying kicking these ideas around with you, is a prejudice, and prejudices are not based on facts, they are based on feelings and knee-jerk reactions. So I have no way of describing why I would feel it's a slight disappointment, not massive, a slight disappointment if he came to me and said he was a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew or whatever he was converting to. But I would, and that's what a prejudice is. It's kind of an irrational...
An irrational, visceral sort of thought.
Yeah. It's not even, I don't think it's even a thought, it's more of a feeling. It's a knee-jerk feeling. It's like, oh, you know, and I've got no control over it at the moment.
Saying that, and I understand that you've got to go to a break, but saying that, she asked that question at the same time that she also asked when was the first time they ever touched a cat. So I'm not sure it was such a deep question that she was asking me.
Well, there you go. Gareth, nice to talk to you, mate. Thank you for kicking those ideas around me. I enjoyed that. 0844 499 1000. You'll never believe who I'm talking to on Skype. You hear me typing away, talking to someone on Skype. Do you remember Aaron? What does he pretend to be? He pretends to be an immigration officer. And we were having some fun. I was being a psychedelic robot and he was being racist. And I kept trying to nudge him away from the racism because I was enjoying the sport of the call and the game that we had established. I was kind of a psychedelic robot and, you know, he was doing a character and that was fine. But at the end he just came out with such racist bile that I had to kind of go in there and say, mate, you're not playing a very nice game. And then the show we did, the hour long bit where I didn't speak, and he kept phoning up. And now that I'm talking to him, I'm aware we'll probably get a few phone calls from him this week, which is fine. Anyone can call the show. the hour-long show where I didn't speak, he kind of phoned in and did some really nasty stuff about Muhammad Ali, and I think he used the N-word and the F-word and things like that. And I've been thinking about him a lot. Not a lot. No, I rephrase it. I've been thinking about him a bit. And he's on Skype. I befriended him on Skype because someone gave me his Skype name. And about 10 past 11, I saw he was online. I typed, "Hey, man." He wrote, "Hey." I wrote, "Hey." He wrote, "What do you want, Iain?" Oh, hang on a second. Oh, no, something. "What do you want, Iain?" I said, "Nothing, Aaron. I keep thinking about your calls. I don't get them." Hang on a second. "I wondered if you fancied coming on to try and explain them to me." He replied, "Oh, so you think about me now?" And I replied, "Every now and then, yes." They were just so out of place, so mean-spirited, that I can't help but wonder what you were thinking. Now, he's not replied. I suspect we'll get some prank calls when we go straight to air from him, and prank in inverted commas and italics and very tiny, tiny letters that you can barely see. 0844 499 1000, by the way, is the phone number if you want to give us a call. He's typing a response now. This is Aaron is typing. Because it was so mean and unpleasant what he was doing. I'm a sucker, basically. Oh, he's listening. He's listening to us. Hey, Aaron, nice one, man. Call up. I'm a sucker for giving people more chances than others would. I was going to say more than they deserve, and that's unfair, I think. But he's listening. Aaron, give us a call, man. Explain. He's saying that the Muhammad Ali call wasn't him. I don't believe you, man, but that's fine. Okay, if that's what you want to say. Call in and explain the immigration officer, because I want to give you a fair crack of the whip. You know, you look like a nice young man in your picture. And I would hate to think badly of you, but I kind of do at the moment. So I'd love to get your thoughts on it. But if you don't want it, man, that's cool. You know, it's all cool. 0844 499 1000. Texas Mike is back. Texas Mike, listen, CB radio, do people still use it in the United States of A?
No, we don't use CB radio.
Damn, man. Because the thing is, I always wanted, right, I'm obsessed with, not obsessed, I always wanted a CB radio ever since I saw two kids at school, and I can't remember the names, I think one was called Cliff. Imagine a kid at a school called Cliff, and the other kid was the son of the caretaker, whose name I can't remember, and they had a CB radio in the school playground at the age of 10. So this was in 1981, right? 1981, they had a CB radio. I believe they were still illegal at that point, right? They had a CB radio. Ever since then, I have wanted a CB radio. And the first time I came into a bit of money on the telly, I bought a rig, right? Like one of those flat rigs that you normally put in a car, and I bought an aerial, but I could never get the aerial up on the roof and all that, so I never really did it. And then I chucked it. And then about 5 years later, 6-7 years later, I bought a handheld CB radio, right? And then no one was using it, and I chucked it away. And now, another 7 years later, I keep looking at CB radios on Amazon. Now you can get a nice handheld rig for £100. You want to get a new aerial. You need to get a bigger aerial to go with it, because the aerials that come with it are crap. But I'm pretty sure, Aaron, listen, mate, you're not going to call in. That's absolutely fine. I believe our conversation is over on Skype. So thank you very much indeed. I'm convinced that nobody uses CB radio anymore. But even that, Mike, Texas Mike, is not enough to stop me wanting to buy one. That's nuts, isn't it?
Have you ever whoa. Have you ever watched the movie Smokey and the Bandit? That right there makes you want to buy a CB radio.
Of course it does, man. Smoking, for me, the movie was Convoy. That was the one that made me want to get a CB radio.
Oh, that was such a bad movie.
Oh, shut up, man! Convoy was an excellent movie.
So bad.
Help me
Oh my
unwrap
God.
the present. I love. Sam Peckinpah directed that. Arizona, noon, 7th of June, when they highballed over the pass. Bulldog Mac with a cannon back and a Jaguar hauling ass. He's 10 on the floor, stroking boards. Seat cover starting green. Now you're drinking with the rubber duck, and I'm about to pull the... There we go. Pretty much most of it.
You know, I could sit there, I could quote Smoking the Bandit, quotes all day long, Breaker, breaker.
Breaker, breaker, 10-4, big buddy. Smokey and the Bandit 3. Smokey is the Bandit.
Oh, my God. They should have never made sequels of that movie.
Here's the thing, right? In the 70s and 80s, you were guaranteed, right, that the sequel to a film was always going to be rubbish. And if there was a third one of the films, it was going to be like low-budget stinker. There'd be hardly any of the original cast in, right? That was always the way. Now...
The only exception is Superman. Remember Superman 1?
Yeah.
Superman 2? Superman 2 was actually better than Superman 1.
And which was the one with Richard Pryor in? Was that 3?
No. Oh, yeah, that was 3. That was terrible.
No, shut up! What the hell is wrong with you? That was the best one with Richard Pryor, where he makes a video game and he can't think of what the extra ingredient is for kryptonite, so he puts tobacco and nicotine in there.
What is your major malfunction? No,
mate. It was
that was the worst.
It was flipping. No, the worst one was Superman 4 that was filmed in Milton Keynes. But now sequels are. It used to be the law of diminishing returns, right? They'd make a film for $10 million. They make the sequel for $7 million. They make the third one for $5 million, right? But now they'll make a film for $10 million. Then they'll make the sequel for $15 million. And then they'll make the third one for $20 million. Mike?
Yes, I'm still here.
Go on. So I don't understand why the sequels are now better than they used to be.
But they're not. They're crap.
No, not so much.
They're just regurgitated crap.
Well, you really have got it bad for parts 2 and parts 3.
I do. I'm telling you, I'm not a very big fan of sequels.
Okay, Michael.
Well, Michael Douglas made it a point that he never did sequels. However, remember Jewel of the Nile, which was a sequel to
Romancing the Stone.
Romancing the Stone?
Of course, yeah.
I mean, crappy movie. I was looking so forward to...
Yeah, but you're talking about 80s sequels. That's what 80s sequels were like. I'm talking about 21st century sequels, Michael.
Okay, so sequel to Wall Street came out a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Was it not?
Yeah. Okay. Pirates of the Caribbean 2 was better than Pirates of the Caribbean 1.
I don't watch that crap.
No, I don't. Okay. Well, Mike, I'd suggest washing your mouth out with soap. Thank you, Michael. We'll speak again soon. 0844 499 1000. I thought you'd been arrested, Russ. I vaguely remember the name. What can I do for you?
Breaker 19. You got a copy on me? Come on, Big Ben.
It was Breaker 10-4, because Channel 14 was the channel where everybody met up.
Well, yeah, Channel 14 was the home-based breaking channel, and Channel 19 was the breaking channel for mobile stations.
Oh, he knows. We've got an old go. Look at you, Russ. You know your stuff.
Well, that's why I rang. I was going to have a break from ringing in because I thought I might have been boring.
You couldn't. No, first of all, Russ, listen, we'll be the judge of who's boring or not, okay? And you weren't. And secondly, you couldn't have a break from us, could you, Russ? You couldn't resist it. The allure of the show was so powerful that you could not resist phoning in when I said the magic words. Are you trying to spark a fag up?
Yeah.
Flipping heck, mate. Get some blooming lighter fuel in that Zippo.
I nearly swore then. It's these bloody Zippos, mate.
Exactly.
I'm sick and tired of them.
I know, the thing is, they look classy, right? But they're a pain in the backside, because you've got to keep filling them up.
I thought I'd mastered it, because I fill it up with gas, put a new flint in.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't spark, and then I realised the other night, I thought, I need to pull the wick through a bit. And,
Yeah.
cut
The
a bit
wick,
off.
the wick is the thing. We went last year. We went glamping. You know what that is? Glamorous camping. There's nothing glamorous about it, but you're in a hut basically. And I knackered all of the oil lamps because I pulled all the wick through. I pulled all the wick through and then set fire to it so that they burnt out within like 20 minutes. And I had to go. Have you got it going yet?
Yes.
I'm filling for you. While you... Right, go on.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, well, I sorted my wick out the other night, and it's been working great since. And
my wick.
It's letting me down again, so...
Yeah. Well, I'm looking... Look, this is what I'm looking at, right? I'm looking at... Hang on a second, let's let the page boot up. Let's talk. Go on, have a drag on that fag, Russ, go on.
I've done...
Go on, let it out. And go have a nice drag. For all of us ex-smokers, go and have a nice drag on that fag, Russ.
I'll give me a chance. I've just had one.
Were you, man? Were you? Come on, mate. Are you bumming that fag or what?
I'll probably do a bit. It was a bit of a habit.
A Midland Allen 42.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can tell you all about it.
Multi-handheld CB transceiver radio with all accessories. All accessories.
I wouldn't bother with an handheld. Really wouldn't. I've been CBing since I was 10, and I'm still into it.
You must be tired.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
No,
so have you got a rig? You got a proper rig then?
Yeah, I've got a rig, mate. I've got a President Lincoln 2 version 2, the latest version at home, and with an Antron 99 antenna with a fire stick top section.
Yeah. Russ, you really have come out of your shell on this one, buddy.
Well, it was when you mentioned CBs, I only caught like the back end of the conversation.
Oh, I'm looking at a President Lincoln now. That is sexy, baby.
You can change the new ones, like that I've got. You can change the colour of the display.
Yeah, so on the picture it's green. Have you got a Lincoln too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it.
I've had the Lincoln, the old Lincolns. The old Lincolns were better built. All these new radios, they've got more gadgets on them and that. But
bit plasticky, aren't they?
Well, I mean, I've got an old one in the van.
Mate, that goes for a lot of money. That's 250 nicker you're looking at there.
Yeah, I picked up mine a bit of a bargain. It was ex-display, 190 quid.
Oh, but the thing is, do you have it at home or in a truck or something?
In the garage. I've got one in my van as well.
But then you've got to have a massive aerial on your roof.
Well, I've got mine on a pole, on a 15-foot pole.
See, I suspect, right, if my wife came home one day, Ian, there's a 15-foot pole in the garden. Yeah, it's my CB rig. Yeah, take that down, otherwise it's going to get shoved right up your backside. That's what I'd get. I wouldn't be allowed to put a 15-foot pole up in the garden.
Most
We're quite posh.
other halves do react like... Well, I live in a posh area, you know, I've got ex-Premiership footballer lives about a quarter of a mile from my house. But,
quarter of a mile's a long way, but yeah.
I've got standards, mate, don't get me wrong. I'm not a tramp or anything, but my CB radio is part of me. It's my... I don't know, it's just me.
But you're saying don't get a handheld because you're not going to pick anything up.
The ranges, I mean, years ago, back up until the mid-90s when it was still really, really busy, then, you could have some fun with handheld, but you just don't get the range.
I could buy, what's this? A Thunderpole Apollo 2.
Antenna?
Yeah.
No, you want an Antron 99.
An Anton 99?
Yeah, they're pre-sward, so you haven't got to mess about adjusting the SWR like for them.
Come on. You're just making words up, mate.
I'm not. They're basically, if you buy the metal aerials, they're like telescopic, and there's probably 5, 6 or 7 sections, and they've got like a Jubilee clip on each section. You've got to higher or lower each section, so that
I can't be bothered. I can't do that.
No, but with the Antron 99s or the IMAX 2000s, they're fiberglass, and they come in 3 sections, and they're just screwed together, and they're already sward, so you haven't got a mess already set up.
You keep saying sward, and I don't know what it means, but I like the word sward.
It's sort of like a shortened way of saying SWR.
Okay.
Signal width reading or so. I don't know. I'm not even sure what it stands for, but I know what it is.
Well, okay, we'll get a little bit technical. Let's move away from the technical for a bit. Who do you speak to on there then? Is it like criminals?
No. Well, let's go back to this. That guy you spoke to in America said there weren't many people that use it. There's still a lot of people in America, Australia and Canada use CBs because of the size of the country.
Yeah.
Truckers still use them. Over here, not many truckers use them anymore.
I'm hoping that, I want to infiltrate gangs of racist thugs and violent troublemakers. That's kind of who I imagine uses the CB network, and I want to infiltrate them and wind them up. I want to troll Combat 18.
It's not that exciting. It's usually full of people just having banter and
have you ever? Oh God, I hate banter.
Chatting crap.
Have you ever had an eyeball with do they call it a 69?
Eyeballs where you meet up.
Yeah, exactly. Did you have an eyeball and a 69?
69? I don't know what that is. Never heard of that one.
You should check it out. It's fun.
Hey, I actually met my wife on the CB radio.
Oh, I bet that was uncomfortable. Did she know that you were going to be meeting someone?
No,
that's how you met her. Oh, that's how you met her. I thought you'd planned an eyeball with for a 69, and you turned up as your wife.
No, we were only teenagers.
Like in that song. What's that song where he hates his girlfriend? He hates her. He's bored of their boring, staid, rubbish relationship. So he puts like an advert. You know the song. He puts an advert in the paper, right? And saying, do you like, the pina coladas and champagne in the rain, right? And then he gets a reply from this really fit-sounding woman. And he's like, whoa, yeah, I'm going to go and cheat on my girlfriend with this woman. And he rocks up at the bar they've arranged to meet at. And do you know who it is?
His missus.
It was his missus, yeah. And she had felt that the relationship was going nowhere. He felt the relationship was going nowhere. So they were both prepared to cheat on the relationship. Right? And here's the thing, right? Here's the thing I don't get about that song. The fact that they were both going to cheat on each other strengthened their relationship, at least in the short term. That's insane. I want to know what I bet that relationship isn't going. I bet it didn't last 6 months after they met up in that hotel and had their pina coladas. I bet.
But it didn't. Brian Griffin did that on Family Guy.
Yeah, that would be it.
It's funny you should say that. Is on the CB, you used to speak to women, and they'd have the voice of an angel.
Oh yeah, and yeah.
Then there's this one.
Here we go.
It doesn't matter. I'm not mentioning surnames or anything, but her name was Pam, and her handle was Body Warmer.
Body Warmer. She was a big lass, was she?
Honestly,
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, it wasn't so much. Her voice was beautiful. I met her. She was a larger lady.
Yeah, well, no, good. Hot on the phone, add 10 stone. For male and females, that works.
She had black leggings on that were all split, black T-shirt on.
Yeah.
And let's put it this way, I didn't stop and acknowledge who I was. I just sort of saw...
You pretend to be a Frenchman.
Snaffled away. Yeah, snaffled away. That was it.
Russ, listen, mate, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I'm glad. Listen, we'll be the judge of who's dull and who's not, and you're not, don't worry. He became a Frenchman to escape a body warmer lady.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Let's earn a few dollars, shall we, guys? You ready to earn a few dollars? You ready to feed the kids? Yeah. Live read, guys. Yeah, live read on this show because it's the most popular show on Talk Radio. And who's that down to? Me. No, I mean you, dear listener. That's what I mean. Formula E is coming to London, and Talk Radio, that's us, is giving you the chance to win VIP tickets thanks to Visa. I'm assuming that because of my status here at Talk Radio, I'll be getting VIP tickets anyway. I'm assuming that's probably... I may not use them. That's my prerogative. Enjoy trackside hospitality in the Visa Fan Garage for this season's thrilling finale at Battersea Park over the weekend of the 2nd and the 3rd of July. I am actually busy then. But I still want to see the VIP tickets with my names on and a lanyard and a laminated pass. You and 4 mates will be treated to... Oh! In-seat butler service. Hopefully not a butler in the buff, because that is unhygienic. You get builders in the buff now, but they keep their trousers on. Well, that's not buff, mate. That's not buff. It's topless builders. Oh, this is... Now, can I just have this bit? A chauffeur-driven golf buggy to take you around the site. Oh, come on. That's like the ill people. Ill. At airports, isn't it? That's the people at airports, isn't it? I want to be one of them people. Not that I want to, be so overweight that I can't walk. I don't want to be that. But I want to be sat there and the guy go beep beep beep. They must get out of the way. I think, oh, that's special. But that's how the Queen travels to the airport. You got more things. Exclusive gaming and music events, and the chance to meet last year's champion Nelson Piquet Jr. Nelson Piquet Jr. How do you enter this fantastic competition? Because it's a competition. We're not just going to give it all of it. That would be, we probably have got the right number of listeners that we could give it to all of you, but we won't. Competition, guys. Talkradio.co.uk/competitions. Talkradio.co.uk/competitions. And if you're listening now and you think, I don't want to enter that, if you do me a favour and you all go to talkradio.co.uk/competitions, right, it will show that you all went when this show was on, and I'll look popular and we'll stand a better chance of getting a full show podcast. So if you're going, and if you're watching on Periscope, just go to talkradio.co.uk/competitions now. Just go now, and the traffic there'll be a spike, and I will look popular. And that, my friends, would be awesome. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you're more than welcome to. It's been quite a frenetic show. The calls have died down, which is in many ways good. It means I can get my breath back and enjoy a lovely cup of tea. Okay, maybe not. Yes, despite Russ's unbridled enthusiasm, has anyone ever heard him sounding so perky? He raised an interesting point there, and I've had people say this on Twitter and stuff, right? Oh, I'm not going to call because I'll be boring. I've got nothing to say, or I'm going to take a break from it because I think that Kath doesn't like me, or Ian thinks I'm boring. What? Whoa, guys. We'll be the judge of who's boring or not, right? And everyone is welcome to call in. Everyone is welcome to call in, right? Even Aaron can call in if he wants, but he's got to play by my rules. Everyone is welcome to call in. We'll be the judge of who's boring and who isn't boring, okay? I'm firmly of the mind that I can get blood out of a stone. That if you're a boring caller, I can make you interesting. That's my job, right, is to make the boring callers interesting, right? And I do. And don't worry about ringing up too much. Don't worry about any of this stuff, right? In a year's time, things will be different. We'll have, listen, it's still a brand new station. We're still, we don't get as many calls as LBC would get. But I like to think, we will do, I'm sure of it. But I like to think that we give you, I know that we give you more freedom than any of the other phone-in shows. Here's what I was this came to me today, right? This is a very specific reference that I think some of you will get, right, as to what this show is. I was trying to work out today what the show is, and I've got it. Do you remember in Grange Hill, when to combat the problem of graffiti, they had a graffiti wall, right? And it was a dedicated bit of wall where people could write graffiti, they could express themselves in any way whatsoever, right? And it was successful. It cut down graffitiing elsewhere around the school, and the young people expressed themselves creatively and artistically. That's what this show is like. We're the graffiti wall, 0844 499 1000, in Grange Hill. Now, you will remember what happened to the graffiti wall in Grange Hill, won't you? Someone wrote something along the lines of, Zammo Maguire chased the dragon and got his fingers burnt. We all know what that was. It was a coded reference to Zammo Maguire taking heroin. The wall was painted over. It wasn't used again. That will happen to us eventually. Eventually, someone will call in and say, Zammo Maguire chased the dragon and got his fingers burnt. Now, they won't phone in and literally say that. They might do. But they will phone in and they will libel someone. Is what I'm trying to say. And we'll get taken off. So, yes, the next time I'm interviewed about the show, and someone says, what's the show? I say, well, it's the graffiti wall from Grange Hill, circa 1984, 85, something like that. And they'll say, what's that? Because there'll be a kid interviewing me, and I'll say, I'll get stuffed, and I'll just push them away. Ray's on the line. Yes, Ray.
Good evening, Ian. Hope you're feeling better.
Hip, 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 Ray.
Hip, hip, hip. Sorry for not getting that in first.
Yeah, you will be sorry, sunshine.
I trust you'll forgive me.
What you got for us?
You were talking about that Rupert Holmes song, the Pina Colada song.
Do you like pinas coladas?
Yeah.
And warm champagne in the rain.
Yeah, I actually like that song.
It's a terrible message, though. If you and your partner aren't getting on, put an advert in the Lonely Hearts, and then go and have it away with them, even if it is your partner.
Yeah, and didn't it recently feature in a film, like some kind of Transformer film?
What?
Unbelievable, yes. Actually, in the last year or two.
I haven't. I saw the first Transformer film, and I wasn't very impressed by the Transformer films. No, I wasn't. I thought they were style over substance, and I didn't really enjoy them. I didn't think they were very good. The first one, I don't know if I saw the second one because I thought the first one looked great, but it was boring.
Oh, that was it. It was in Guardians of the Galaxy, which came out a couple of years ago.
What the flipping heck is Guardians of the Galaxy? I might have seen.
No, some kind of.
Oh, is that the one? Is that the one where they're in giant robot suits?
Possibly.
Yeah, it's a classic. That is a classic movie.
Yeah, and it contains that song. Of all the songs.
Yep. Of all the songs, in all the world, you put Penis Coladas at a giant. That is a good film. That I like that film.
Okay. All right, well, what I was going to say about that song is when, you know, this thing about backwards messages and songs, when that song is played backwards, it does actually have two really funny lines, and I've posted it on Twitter for you.
Well, hang on a second. You're saying that the Pina Colada song has backwards coded messages. Before I played it's not going to tell people to kill themselves, is it?
No.
Don't say it, because I want to hear it.
Yeah.
To see... Zammo Maguire chased the dragon and got a smack on the nose. Hang on, where have you tweeted it to me today?
Yes, about 5 minutes ago. I put it.
All right, here we go. Right, see if people can work out what it's saying. This is the Pina Colada song backwards. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here it goes.
And finally, Escape, the Pina Colada song.
Hang on a minute. First of all, who's that man talking? And secondly,
he's a guy who does a video podcast about audio and video oddities.
Okay, well, why does he say Pina Colada? Pina?
I don't know. He seems to have that pronunciation issue.
He says Pina. Hang on, let's listen to that again. And also, how much of this have I got to listen to before? I thought you posted me the clip, Ray. The clip.
Well, I posted you that video, but to the correct points.
What? Okay.
If you like pina colada.
All right. And once you're in the rain. Here we go.
All right, listen up, all you conspiracy theorists.
Okay.
That big badass Rupert is on this planet to relay messages to aliens.
It's an alien with no. It's an alien with no.
And as we all know, aliens speak backwards English, so it's only fitting that when played forwards, it's a hidden message for the aliens.
Right to me and escape.
Hey, flipping it, that's freaky, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't get backward messages. You don't get people playing records backwards anymore. That was big back in the 80s.
Who was it who, there was some artist, they put a message on there backwards, and when you played it backwards, it said, "You've knackered your stylus."
Oh, I don't know. But Ray, listen, we'll find out. Thank you very much indeed. And on that bombshell, I used to find backwards records like really scary. There's something scary about them. But I like that. Thank you for that, Ray. Right. What else we got? Oh yeah. Okay. The last hour of the show, guys, for those of the new listeners, what we have got. And we've got new listeners and new people watching us on Periscope. What's Periscope? Why does it sound like I'm doing comic asides to a camera? Well, because there is a camera here. Periscope is a way of me kind of filming the show, and it goes out live. Hello, Periscopers. I can see they're all typing now because I'm waving at them. If you want to watch the show, there's not a lot goes on, to be honest. You just see me in one of my many checked shirts, sat in the studio, and sometimes I'll talk to them, but it's a little bit too far away, so I can't read what you're saying. Thank you. If you want to watch the show, periscope.tv/Iain Lee, IAINLEE, right? You can watch the show, periscope.tv/Iain Lee. Can I ask a favour of all the Periscopers, right? And this is kind of important. If you would do it, you'd be doing me a massive favour. I mentioned the Talk Radio website earlier on. If you're watching on Periscope, right, it would really do me a favour if you went to the Talk Radio website and just had that open on another browser, another page, okay? Because it would kind of register that you're listening to the show. So you can listen to the show on there, but you can turn the volume off, right? So if you go to talkradio.co.uk, that's your job for all the people that are on the Periscope, all right? You got it? Groovy. I'll explain what happens after midnight after this.
Talk Radio.
I'm being very naughty. I'm winding people up on a Beach Boys forum. All I've done is post, I love Kokomo. I think it's a really good song. They're going nuts about it. Here's the news.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Well, I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with fire up. I've never been with anything less than a 9. So fine, I've been on fire with Sally Field, gone past with a girl named Bo, but somehow they just don't end up as mine. It's a death-defying life I lead. I take my chances. I die for living in the movies and TV. But the hardest thing I ever do is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building, I might roll a brand new car, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that made Redford such a star. I've never spent much time in school, but I taught ladies plenty. It's true, I hire my body out for pay. Hey, hey, I've gotten burned over Cheryl Teague's, blown up for Raquel Welch. But when I wind up in the hay, it's only hay. Hey, hey, I might jump an open drawbridge or Tarzan from a vine, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that makes Eastwood look so fine.
You heard the Skype going then. It was Aaron calling in. Let's call him back, see if he wants to come on. 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you know this Skype number, you can Skype it as well. More than welcome to. I ain't telling you what it is, though, guys.
The person whom you're trying to reach is currently unavailable.
Okay, that's fine. Aaron, if you want to call him, hey, you're more than welcome to. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Mikadamigu, Alan Caddick.
Mikadabade, Iain Lee.
Mikadamigu, Ian.
Oh, me digge bagane, oi sieben, anti bada, und, ja, forget it's the boy, annoying caller.
Mikadamigu, Dixon, Professor Bugger.
Tamata wakatangi hangi kuweu tamataya tuli puka kapiki monga hora nuku poka wena wakatana tahu mataku waitanga nurukawa mikitora.
Thank you very much indeed.
Hold the ball steady and jump in one at a time. Hold the ball steady and jump in one at a time. One at a time, one at a time.
0844 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. This part of the show, significantly different from the rest of the show, and certainly different from anything else you'll hear on the radio at the moment. It's not an original idea. People have been doing it for ages. I did it years ago. Clive Bull used to do it. Tommy Boyd, perhaps most famously, did it. I remember Charlie Wolfe tried it once on this station, you know, its first incarnation. Charlie Wolfe tried straight to air once. I think it lasted about 15 minutes, and he went furious, so he stopped. The way it works is normally when you phone a radio station, you'll phone up, you'll speak to the producer or the production team. They'll ask you who you are, what you want to say, then they'll call you back. And on other shows, they'll type on the screen who it is and what they want to say. On this show, they don't. On this show, they'll type in just the name. I'll get the name, and that's it. That's the way I like it. But for this hour of the show, we don't do that. You phone up 0844 499 1000. It will ring, and eventually I will touch the screen and say, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian. It's Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
I think that film you were thinking of earlier was Pacific Rim. That was the one with the giant robots.
Was that the giant robots?
Guardians of the Galaxy was the one with Chris Pratt. He gets abducted when he's a kid. He likes music from the 80s. Does that ring any bells?
No, I've not seen that one. That sounds a lot like The Last Starfighter.
I think it's similar. I think that's his name. That's his comic book name. Chris Pratt's character. I think that's what the movie's based on.
Well, hang on. So what is that sounds like the plot to the film, The Last Starfighter.
I think. See, I don't really know much about the actual comics.
Why do you keep? I don't know about the. I don't even know what comics you're talking about.
I think his name in the movie is Star-Lord, not Starfighter. I think that's why I'm getting confused.
All right, but is it anything to do with the... I'll try again. Is it anything to do with the film The Last Starfighter?
No.
Okay, we got there. Oh, in that case, I've not seen it. It sounds good. It sounds like my kind of movie, man.
Yeah, it's really good. He, well, actually, I won't ruin it for you, but
well done.
It involves being a villain with dance.
Who's the... do they go on the Dance Master game or something? Who is the... what's the film... Oh, Galaxy Quest.
Isn't that a game?
Flipping that, man. No, have you not seen Galaxy Quest?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, man, it's brilliant. Alan Rickman.
Oh, right, yeah. I think I've heard about this, because when he died, there were clips. Isn't it quite a crazy movie?
Yeah. So basically, it's like it's Star Trek. The stars, the man from Home Improvement is in it, and Sigourney Weaver. And basically, they are like Star Trek. They present this slightly rubbish old TV show from the 70s, Galaxy Quest, I think it's called. And they're at a fan convention, and then some real aliens think that they're real Star Trek, the troopers, and they zap them to another dimension where they need help fighting a battle. It's brilliant. It's a lot better than I've made it sound.
It sounds all right. It sounds like it could be quite kooky, quite fun. The other thing I want to talk about is E3. Any interest in that?
Well, games, E3, has it happened yet? Is it going to happen?
It's kind of happening now. It's kind of weird. I like games a lot, but I'm not really interested in E3. It's kind of that kind of weird culture where everyone's talking about hype and promos, and it's just kind of
the best thing I ever went to, right, in terms of gaming, was the Tokyo Game Show. And me and my wife flew over to Tokyo, and my friend, whose name escapes me, but his last name was Taylor, and he married a girl called Jenny. That's true. Nick was over there working on it, and we managed to blag some free passes, and we landed after, how long is it a flight to Tokyo? 12 hours or something, and then an hour cab drive to the hotel. Dropped our stuff off, got into a cab for another 2 hours to go to the Tokyo Game Show. We're off our faces on jet lag, and spent just the weirdest afternoon at the press there, the Tokyo Game Show. It was a joy, except we had to play... to be polite, we had to play the Avatar computer game for an hour and a half. Man alive, no one played the Avatar computer game for an hour and a half because it sucked. I did. I played it because the people showing it wouldn't let us walk away from it.
Were you any good?
No, because it was a rubbish game. You couldn't be any good at it because it was badly designed. It was awful. What have they announced at the E3 or the E8? What have they announced then? Give me the top 2 headlines, Jonathan.
I don't know. I've not been following it, unfortunately. A new Elder Scrolls game, that could be good. A new Zelda game on the Wii U, that looks really good.
Oh, no.
I think they'll be the ones that you like as well. Maybe a new Rainbow Six.
Oh, Rainbow Six, you say? Suddenly I'm in. There won't be a Rainbow Six for years. They take about 4 years to bring those games out. Thank you, Jonathan. I've got obsessed again with an old game I used to play on my Xbox, Halo Wars. It's not Halo, it's Halo Wars. It's one of these, it's vaguely, it's like Command and Conquer, if anyone knows. It's this vaguely strategic, military game. It's not. It's basically who can build a base the quickest, and then who can get the attack in first. That's it. I'm playing, that's why I was late for work tonight. I was playing that. 0844 499 1000. So that's how it works. And I was saying earlier on... Oh, there we go. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hello, yeah, you're on the air.
Yeah, what is it that you want?
Well, nothing. You keep phoning me.
Well, I'm talking about Mr. Toffee Crunch.
Okay, is that you? That's you, is it?
I can't say.
Oh, jeez. Well, your name's... It's not, because your name's Shaq Johnson.
Who's Shaq Johnson?
Mate, come on, you know how Skype works. I can see your name. You've been calling about 15 times tonight and bottling it, and that's
15? 15?
Something like that, yeah.
No, you mean 2.
I mean 8. You struggling to smoke there, man? Yeah? You struggling a bit? Don't cry about it, it's fine. I mean, it's a filthy habit. I suggest giving it up, but, yeah. Shaq, it's up to you, man. It's up to you. It's your body, your lungs, Shaq. Hey, don't cry about it, man. Come on. Hey, listen, it's fine. Well. And bowled it, and absolutely fine. I can tell you exactly how many times he's tried to call this evening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that was the 7th time. So I was not there. Line 1, you're in the wireless. Hello? Hello, who is this? Is that Emma? Is it? Okay, we're going to assume it was. 0844 499 1000. Well, this is an uncomfortable 15 minutes, but I like it. I like the fact it's uncomfortable. It's been weird, isn't it? We've only just started the straight to air tonight. We're going to have an ad break. I'm going to turn the lights off and put my headlamp on, and then things are going to start getting really freaky. Okay. Someone called in during the ads. So let's see if this is... people do make me laugh when they're so eager to call in, and then when the phone starts ringing their end, they ain't so eager. Line 1, you're on the wireless. So, the way this hour works is like that, basically. Oh, here we go. Hello.
Hello. Caleb.
Wow, Aaron, I mean... I don't really know what's going on. Let's try him again. Let's give him one more chance, because he's nervous. He's nervous. He's Skyping in.
Hello.
Hey, man, you all right?
You what?
Okay, you just going to play clips, or are you going to talk to me?
You what, mate?
Yeah. Are you just going to play clips, Aaron? Or Aaron Bandaria, or are you going to talk to me? Okay, it's not working, mate.
What loudspeakers you got over there, mate?
Okay, it's not working.
I can't hear you. It's echoing too much. Take off them loudspeakers.
Okay, literally no idea. Let's go to line 1. 1, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, Ian. How are you doing tonight? I haven't really listened to the show tonight.
All right, Ken Livingston.
Hold on.
I like that. This is a weird vibe tonight, isn't it? In this hour, it's been a really upbeat show, and this last hour is going to be uncomfortable, man. I'm enjoying it. Yes, Ken.
No, Ian. It's going to be fine. It's going to be no problem at all.
Oh God, you sound like a pervert.
I listened to it. No,
you sound like you're about to touch me inappropriately. It's going to be fine. It'll be no problem at all.
Hold on. Okay. So
I was once. Hang on a minute, Ken. Ken, button it. I was once when I was about 16. Went to see Transvision Vamp at Brixton Academy, and we got the tube back, right? We lived out in Slough, we got the tube back, and there was a tube strike, so the tubes were knackered. And this bloke tried to touch me and my mate up on the train, right? It was terrifying, absolutely terrifying. He was drunk, and he was talking about ABBA making a porno with a pig, right? And he wanted to make porn films with me, and he touched me up on the train. So we got on the carriage, he followed us, we jumped off, got on the next carriage, he followed us, right? We went right up the end.
Yeah.
And it's packed train, and he folled us up, and he started touching me up, right? And I was terrified, right? Proper touching me up. It's not funny. It's not funny.
You're looking over your shoulder.
No,
over your shoulder.
No, it's not funny. It was child abuse. You know, you make the humour out of that as you want. And I was terrified, and I said really loudly, summoned all my strength and courage, if you effing touch me again, I'm going to smack you in the face. I did not have the power to smack anybody in the face. And do you know what everyone on that train did, Ken?
They looked the other way.
They buried their heads in their newspapers. Anyway, you sound like that guy.
They frickin' did.
You sound like that guy.
No. Right.
You sound exactly like that guy. That same kind of slurred, not listening, trying to trample over what it is, the message I'm trying to get across. That's what you sound
like. Right. Okay.
Literally not one word of that sank into your drunk head.
Ian, listen to me. If you can, everybody else is.
Why? Why should I listen to you? You've not had the decency to listen to my show. You've not had the decency to listen to the last 45 seconds of me talking to you. Why should I listen to you?
I listened. You're walking up the train and one thing and another, and Ken was following you and one thing and another.
But you've still not given me a reason. You've still not given me a reason. Why?
Why should you listen to? Because I just like you. Let
me finish the sentence.
15 seconds, Ken.
No. I'm in control. Kind of. I'm kind of in control, but not completely, and that's why this hour is so much fun. It's a weird vibe, huh? Want to play? 0844 499 1000. Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah, just wait a bit.
No, why?
You weren't there.
What am I waiting for?
You weren't there.
All right, Aaron.
You weren't there.
Yes. What am I?
You weren't there.
Okay. I'm waiting.
You weren't there.
Okay. This gentleman has got hold of the Skype number, my personal Skype number, which is available out there. I don't know what it is, so I can't tell you it. But if you know it, it's the number for the answer phone, okay?
You weren't there.
So if you know it, you can call in and come straight on. We don't always do it, but it's plugged in, and we might as well. Aaron's calling him.
You weren't there.
And he is, I think, quoting something from Chris Morris's Blue Jam, but I'm not totally sure. Either way, it's a dull call. And he's... Okay. Thank you very much. But this is the other Aaron.
Hello?
Yep.
Who's this?
Aaron.
Yeah?
Do you want to explain your...
All right.
Terribly ill-judged... I'm not going to say prank call, character call from 2 weeks ago, was it? When you claimed to be an immigration officer, and then you just went on a really unfunny a really unfunny kind of racist rant. It just wasn't funny. So I just wondered if I was wondering if you would. Do you want to apologise to the listeners for that?
I already did apologise.
Not on the show, you didn't. No.
I did. It was very brief.
Okay. Would you like to do a proper apology?
Well, I apologise for not being there.
I don't know what that means.
Ian, I don't know what you want me to say, mate.
Well, I want you to talk in your normal voice, and I don't want you to say anything. I just wondered if you wanted to apologise for the really ill-judged, racist humour that you thought was appropriate for this show.
Well, why don't you apologise to me for trying to prank me?
Because I don't do pranks.
You were pranking me. You weren't there. Remember that, mate?
Again, Aaron. Okay. Right, okay. Listen, you took on board the criticism of the bad language and the racism, and you've not gone for those this time. That's great. So that's a plus. Right, that's a plus.
Yeah.
In Japan, they always, before they criticise someone, they always list as many positive things as they can. If someone gives them an idea, right, in a business meeting that they think is awful, they will make sure that they say 3, 4, 5 things about it that are good before basically telling them that's an awful idea. So this is what I'm trying to do with you. You've not gone for the racism. You've not gone for the bad language. But it's still not working, mate. I still can't quite work out what you're trying to do. I'm guessing you're trying to be funny. With love and respect, you're miles off the mark. Miles off the mark.
Right. Can I just say, can you keep the noise down a bit? Kids are sleeping, you see.
There we go. I like that. That works. That's a good one.
All right, yeah, it's a school night.
That works. We kind of. We're onto something. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Of course I'll keep the noise down. Sorry, man. Yeah, of course I'll keep the noise down.
All right.
We got there, man. We did it. I mean, still compared to some of the, other callers like Caddick and stuff, it was poor, but leagues away from what you did before in the good direction. So well done, Aaron. You happy with that?
Listen, Ian, put a sock in it, all right?
There you go again, you see. We're having a little bit of fun with the keeping the noise down. And then it just kind of turned into nastiness, didn't it?
All right. I apologise, mate.
I accept your apology. Anything else you want to say?
Where did you go?
Where did I go when?
You weren't there.
Thanks for calling, man. Good night.
Right, good morning.
You got a phone call, someone's heard you on the radio. Okay, he's listening to himself on the radio, that's good. Thanks, Aaron.
All right, thanks. Can you call me Steve? All right.
Okay, no. Much better. I mean, still rubbish, but much, much better. There was... My friend Paul is watching me on Periscope tonight. Hello, Paul. Paul Garner, who's one of this country's funniest writers. And he makes a mean egg banjo as well. Egg sandwich, fried egg sandwich. Whoa. And you owe me one. And he's tuned in for the first time in ages and he's thinking, what the hell is this? 0844 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Let's have this. This is uncomfortable listening, isn't it? Isn't it really? So I'm not playing any music or anything. I want every silence to be alive with electricity. Every silence. This is really awkward and uncomfortable, and I love it. Line 1, you're on the wireless. You see what I mean? Isn't it weird? I know who that was. And she shouldn't really be calling, but that's fine. Just put it in the log. Isn't it uncomfortable? There's loads of stuff in the papers as well, but I don't want to break the spell. If I go into the papers, the spell will break. The spell might break anyway. The next call could break the spell. It might not. So I'm happy. It's the last 30 minutes of the show, right? I'm quite happy just to sit here with a bit of silence. Is that all right with you, Kath? You're the producer. You okay with that? And if you want to call in and fill the silences, the telephone number is 08... I'm quite nervous at this. I don't know why. It's funny, isn't it? 0844 499 1000. I will sit here. I have to speak every now and then, because if I don't, then the emergency... I'm assuming we have an emergency tape here. No. Most radio stations have a thing. If there's something like 30 seconds silence, it varies from place to place. An emergency tape kicks in and it'll play the best of Paul Ross, or at LBC it's the best of Steve Allen. Man, you want to pray that emergency tape never kicks in. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hi Ian, Hannah here.
Hey Hannah.
Hip hip hip.
Hip hip hip.
It's a weird evening, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm loving it.
You're actually loving it.
I'm loving it. We've got first-time listeners. Paul has just tweeted. First time I've listened. Yeah. This is quite something. And that sums it up. This is quite something. Do you want to play it? Do you want to play, Hannah? Hannah, stay there. Keep quiet. Let's just see what line 2's got for us. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
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 Who's that?
Sorry. It's Paul. You just tweeted me your phone number.
Did I?
I don't know. Is this flipping Kath?
I'm not Kath.
Sorry, hip hip hip, if I'm on the radio.
Hip hip hip. You want to speak to Ian?
Hello. I don't know. I don't mind, yeah, if you want to. I don't know what you're talking about there.
Oh, there's no topics.
Okay.
What have you been doing today?
Just bits and bobs working. What about you?
Not so much, really. Where are you from?
Cornwall.
Hello, line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello? Hello?
This is so uncomfortable.
Is there somebody there?
Yeah, there is.
Hello?
Hello?
Who's that?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Is that Steve? I'm trying to call Steve. Is that Steve?
What do you want with Steve?
Well, is that Steve?
Who's asking?
Oh, it's Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Hi, Steve. How are you getting on?
Steve isn't here.
What? It's Steve's number.
It is Steve's house, but Steve isn't here, and Steve won't be back for a long time.
What are you doing in Steve's house?
I'm taking over.
Well, crikey. Oh, flipping heck. Where's Steve? I'm trying to call Steve.
Oh, Steve's here.
Who is this?
Steve's
Why
here,
are you
but-
answering Steve's phone?
Steve can't come to the phone.
What have you done with what? I don't understand. Who is this?
I think you should put the phone down now.
No, but where's Steve? No, but I'm a bit worried about Steve.
Thanks for calling, Mike.
Where's Steve?
0844 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give me a call, you're more than welcome to. If you've got the Skype number, it's the number I use for the answer phone messages. You can ring me on that because I've got that open at the moment and I can see and it's all it's ready to go. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Just, thought I'd call in to listen for a while, and just a little bit bored of these, tedious guys.
What you got for us?
Nothing. Just, always listen, thought I'd have a chat.
What do you want to chat about? And that's the question.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm completely blank, and I've never called into a radio thing before.
What are you doing? You're doing something. What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah. I can hear you doing something.
I'm just... Oh, sorry, it's putting my hands-free kit.
That's quite a good hands-free... Well, it's quite a good hands-free kit in that you sound close to the phone, but it's quite a bad hands-free kit in that I can hear lots of kind of... that sort of noise.
Oh, yeah, it's probably rubbing against my beard. Apologies.
No, don't apologise for that. See, normally, most hands-free kits are... The phone quality is terrible, but this is an excellent quality hands-free kit you've got.
It's not hands-free kit, it's like the headphones for the iPhone, the little microphone bit.
Oh, I see. Here's the thing I've noticed, right? When people have their little earpiece in with the cable that's got the microphone in it, so you can have the phone in your pocket and talk on the phone, right? And I've used it sometimes when I'm out walking the dog. When you've got your headphones in, right? Works quite well. Why do so many people hold the phone up to their mouth and talk into the... Have you seen them do that? So they've got their headphones in with a little microphone, but they're holding the phone up to their mouth and talking into the phone. Why are they doing that?
God, it's not as bad as the Bluetooth earpieces.
Well,
hello?
Yeah, well, not every sentence requires a reply.
Right, anyway, I'm going to pop off now, but cheers for the show.
Absolute pleasure, man. Thank you.
Apologies if this was a little awkward, but I thought it'd be a bit nicer than just people saying random...
No, don't apologize. I'm enjoying the awkwardness of this 37 minutes. Seriously, I'm loving it. Because I tell you why. Because we don't like, as human beings, we don't like being uncomfortable or awkward, and quite often we laugh when we feel awkward because it's kind of a fear. Yeah. It's a fear thing. I notice you're laughing, and I don't know if it's because you feel uncomfortable, but it's what we do a lot.
No, I do very uncomfortable.
But good. And do you know what I mean by good? Because isn't it nice to experience? Because this will end for you in about 30 seconds, or whenever you put the phone down. Right, this feeling will pass. It'll end for me. It'll end for me in 20 minutes when the show ends, and I will go out and I'll turn the lights and I'll be back in the real world. So why not embrace feeling uncomfortable? Because we never normally do, and it's a human feeling. Why not accept that for the moment we feel uncomfortable and it'll pass? That's made you uncomfortable, isn't it?
Tremendously.
You can put the phone down whenever you're ready.
Right, thank you very much. Have a good night.
Ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
He hated that, didn't he? Good. I don't mean good in a malicious... He deserved it. But he kind of... He felt that. Let me just Hello.
Hello, is that Ian?
Yep.
How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Who's this?
Excellent. My name's Craig.
Hey, Craig, how you doing, man? Oh, it's Craig. It's racist Craig.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm not racist. One bad day, or a lifetime.
Yeah.
It's cheap as a call on this line.
Yeah, well, this won't always be available. It's just because I got it plugged in and open.
Excellent. It's a good night, mind.
It's been a strong show tonight.
Yeah, I'm enjoying
It
it.
still
I didn't
is.
want to spoil the flow.
There's no, but there is. The thing is, no one can. No phone call between now and 1 o'clock could spoil the flow. It's it is the flow. Your phone call is the flow. The line 1 flashing up is the flow. I may get to it before they go. I might not. That's the flow, man.
It's breaking up a little bit. I couldn't quite catch all of that.
It doesn't matter. Stay there. Let me just take line 1. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, Ian. I've just got a couple of things here for you. Now, I've got my head torch on tonight.
Beautiful. Head torches, yes.
Yeah. No, it's a top-notch one. But what I'm doing is I'm doing the hoovering at the same time. Do you want me to go and do some bit? I've had to turn the hoover off because it's pretty noisy.
They are, aren't they?
Have you tried hoovering with your head torch on?
No, I've not done that.
No, because there's a reason why. Because everybody hoovers during the day, don't they?
Well, no.
Everybody does.
Not cleaners, not professional cleaners. The majority of professional cleaners who clean offices hoover at night time. We used to have when I was at LBC. When I was at LBC, we used to have these two cleaners. I'm going to make a massive assumption. Assume they were Polish. I think they were Polish.
Yeah. And Ian, please, come on. They could be from the West Country.
They could have been, but they were speaking Polish.
Oh, okay. Well, they're definitely Polish.
And they would come into the studio when I was on air and hoover.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they would. It was brilliant. Partly because
you're joking.
Me and my producer Chris, they were outside and we just waved them in one day. And they came in, and so they always just thought that we were just like rehearsing or something. So every night they would come in and do the hoovering, and we treated differently each night. So some nights I would sit there and I would carry on talking, but you couldn't hear anything because they were hoovering. And my favourite one, and this was actually quite cruel, right? It wasn't cruel. It was my favourite one. Is they came in, and I got up out of the studio and I went out into the control room with Chris and Lady Alex, who was controlling the studio, and we had the microphones up, and for 10 minutes they hoovered, they stopped, they chatted in Polish, they hoovered a bit more, and then they went, and we broadcast it on LBC. Imagine that now. That was an Ian Dale slot.
LBC?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness me. I can't believe that. I'm finding that a struggle, to be honest, because if you get your head torch on... Have you got your head torch on tonight?
Yes.
How is it? How is the headache? Are you not getting a headache because you got an LED head on?
No headache this evening. No.
No. Oh, well, that's really good. And I'm absolutely, really, really pleased that you're sounding top notch again tonight. Even though you weren't interested in the show tonight, and I'm really pleased that you've managed to get...
I didn't say I wasn't interested in the show tonight.
No, I think you've done a nice show tonight.
I've done an excellent show tonight. I've done the best show on the radio in this country tonight. I'm gonna say it. I've done the best show on the radio in the world tonight.
I think you've done perfectly well, and you're a top-notch guy.
Are you Denny? It doesn't sound like Denny, the boss, doesn't it? It sounds like Denny.
Denny. No.
Anyway, listen, we're late for an ad. Do you want to get to the point?
Head torches are the best.
Thank you very much indeed. Craig, you're still there, aren't you? Craig?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's just take this call. Yeah, you're on the air.
Hello, Mr. Lee. How you doing? You're right. It's Glenn speaking.
Hello, Aaron.
It's Glenn. It's Steve's colleague.
But
we're
you-
immigration officers. We're mates.
Okay. The thing is, listen. Aaron or Aaron's mate, whoever. It didn't work last time. So I'm.
No, it's just that there's been a
not
bit of controversy
No.
in the household.
No,
tonight, so I
I'm not
thought I'd
gonna.
call up
I'm
and
not
see what's
gonna.
going on.
I'm not gonna.
So,
I'm not gonna let you do it. I'm in control. You see, I'm in control. So I'm not gonna let you do it. Craig, you still there?
Yeah.
I'm trying to access the Ticketmaster website in New Zealand. Very slow website you got over there. Oh no, there we go. The Monkeys. No. I'll give him one more try this evening before we let him go. Hang on. Aaron, last try.
Hello, I believe there.
No. No, I don't think so. Craig, listen, I'm going to move on because I'm going to unplug. I'm going to unplug the old Skypington because we'll take the phone calls. See, I'm just calling again there. I don't think so. I'm in control to a certain extent at this hour, right? To a certain extent. I mean, Id and Kath have got access to a dump button. I've got access to a dump button. We've got the double dump. We've used it a couple of times. There is nothing. There's no set topic. There's no set question, which is what they seem to insist on doing on phone-in radio shows now. I don't get it. Hate it. I think it's lazy. But I'm in control as much as I can be. So, watch it, sunshine. Yes, line one.
Oh, hi there, Ian. It's Winston Wolfe here.
What would have been funny, actually, what would have been funny then, and only then, if it had been Aaron going, hello, Mr. Lee, it's Glenn here. And that would have been funny, right? But he's missed his moment. That would have been funny. Sorry, who is this? Oh, no, you can't do the advert. You can't do the adverts. I'll get told off.
Nope, it's Winston Wolfe here, and I've got a couple of things that I need to talk to you about.
Yeah.
You've got a little bit of a beef there going on with Mr. Noel Edmonds at the moment.
Yeah. Yes, I have a little bit, yes, I have, yes.
Yeah, well, I can help you out with that because Mr. Noel Edmonds has decided to bin his box.
He's binning his box.
He's bin the box, yeah. So I wonder if you were understanding that he's not particularly happy with somebody who's interpreting Mr. Noel Edmonds.
Interpreting Mr. Noel Edmonds.
Yeah, I think I can help you out with that now, because what we're gonna do with Mr. Noel Edmonds is gonna. Is there anything you'd like us to do with him? Ian?
No, there's nothing. Honestly, I wish Noel nothing but joy and light and love and happiness. That's it.
Because I've been having a little chat with him tonight, and he says he's too busy to get on the phone to you tonight because he's been chatting on the phone to some cats and some dogs and some hamsters and so on.
He's been phoning the animals, I think. Good. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Those animals need all the love they can get, man. All the love they can get.
Well, he believes that, and I'm happy to help him with that.
Yep.
Because if you talk to a hamster, the hamster says, "Can you give me some more food?"
Yeah, they do say that, don't they?
They do, and he's a little bit concerned that they're not getting the food that they need.
Yeah.
And because every now and again they like a nice.
They like the mushy peas.
They like a chip. They like the chips. They like a chip, and they like a little bit of salad. Well, maybe what is salad? I mean, come on, please. So what I was going to say to you, Ian, tonight is that you've got no beef with anybody.
I don't know why I'm enjoying your call so much. I think it's because it's been such an awkward hour that this is wonderful.
Ian, it's been awkward.
It's been a little bit awkward. No, I don't think I have any beef with anybody. Sorry, I'm ordering tickets for the Monkeys in New Zealand while I'm talking to you. I hope you don't mind.
Go for it.
Thank you.
I'd love to come and see them too. I'm out there at the moment, so
yes.
Yeah, I'd be loving to come meet up with you, and we could watch the Beatles. You're going to see the Beatles?
I think the chances of us seeing the Beatles are
slim?
Very, very slim. I think it's very, very slim. I'd like to. Have you ever been to see a Beatles tribute act?
I've been to see the Silver Beatles, yeah, of course. Yeah, I stand by them all day long, yeah, for sure.
Beatles tribute acts are the most fun. I love them. Even though I've seen loads, even the ones that are a bit ropey. I love them.
Yeah, but if you can have a bit of fun there, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
You can enjoy that.
A little bit of fun there. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, isn't it?
Ian.
Yeah.
If you want to come and see the Beatles with me on the balloon,
what?
Because they're all on there.
What? Hang on a minute. What balloon are you talking about?
I'm talking about the big balloon.
Okay. I'm not so keen.
Only Winston Wolfe will be able to take you to the balloon.
Yeah, I'm not so keen on going on a big balloon. I've never liked the idea of those balloons.
Hey, this one's going up, not across.
Okay, well, thank you so much for that. This may be the last call of the night. Let's see where we go. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, Ian.
Good evening, line 2.
I was going to do a short personality test with you that I found online, but I thought we could put a twist on it and you could answer the questions as wrong as possible, and then we could see what your potential personality could be.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Let me get these questions up.
Okay, fine, man.
Okay. Are you a male or a female?
I'm a female.
Do you see yourself as extroverted and enthusiastic? So you can strongly disagree, moderately disagree, agree a little.
Oh, I'm incredibly enthusiastic.
Incredibly.
Yeah, strongly agree with that statement.
Right. I see myself as critical and quarrelsome.
Do you?
So,
What about me?
Do you see yourself as critical and quarrelsome?
No, I strongly disagree. Strongly disagree with that statement.
Okay. Do you see yourself as dependable and self-disciplined?
Yes, very. You got about 30 seconds left.
Okay. I see myself as anxious and easily upset.
No.
I see myself as open to new experiences.
Yes. No. I don't know which one is the right answer or not.
I see myself as reserved and quiet.
Yes, very.
I see myself as sympathetic and warm.
No, I hate everything.
Right, let's see your results.
Quick!
And you... It's coming! Oh, you appear to be not particularly extroverted.
Talk Radio. 24-hour radio debate and entertainment.
Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.